This is Wayne County football on WIFO-FM Jesup. The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia. Wayne County football is on the air with Bob Morgan and Joe Arati. Brought to you by the Buccaneer Restaurant, Wayne County Sheriff John Carter, Billy Popple Car Sales, Wayne Memorial Hospital, Dr. Thomas Chassé, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, Neesmith Chevrolet, Sybil's Family Restaurant, Georgia Dermatology, Dr. Michael Sharkey and Heather Neesmith, Van's Auto Mart, Eagle Paw, 007 Eyes, the Connor Law Group, the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce, Lightsy's Body Shop, your Sears Hometown Store, Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, Miles Tractor Company, and Exley's Farmers and Gardener Supply, the Interstate Credit Union, Anytime Fitness, Ag South Farm Credit, First Southern Bank, and Silverton Mortgage. Now, here's the voice of the Yellow Jackets, Bob Morgan.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wayne County High School football on Big Dog Country FM 105.5. I'm Bob Morgan, joined by Joe Arati, and we'll be bringing you tonight's game from JC Stadium as our Wayne County Yellow Jackets play host to the Statesboro Blue Devils tonight. Team has fallen on hard times as of late. Last year, a 2-8 record. You have to go back to 1939 to find a season like that in Statesboro, Georgia. Just a few years removed from a state championship. The Blue Devils have been struggling as of late. So they come in at 0-1 already, having lost to one of our region opponents, Burke County, in Week 1. They had last week off. They'll feature a talented quarterback, however, who moved in from Ware County, Xavier Holloman. And he is a senior for the for the Statesboro Blue Devils again. But Holloman is who we'll have to contain tonight. Plus, they like to just run the ball. Again, Coach Groom says Holloman is a dual threat, can run it and throw it. But the Blue Devils, again, traditionally just run the ball, play defense, look forward to the rivalry tonight, which, again, the Jackets have won 3 in a row. But this game, like the Appleton game, Joe, a nice rival. When two teams get together like this, you just throw out the records and just let the game play out on the field. Wayne County looking for a second straight win after whipping up on Appleton County last Friday. And speaking of whipping up on someone, that's exactly what our JV did to Statesboro yesterday. 43-3 the final. Again, ran up and down the field on Statesboro in the rain. Could run it, could throw it, just did everything they wanted to do. Again, I talked about this last week, Joe, in the pregame show. The future of Wayne County football is awfully bright. You're seeing some of those freshmen and sophomores playing here on Friday night. But when they get together and put their whole team together, with juniors and freshmen and sophomores as JV, they are just dominating the competition thus far.
Bob, you've said it many times about how the future looks bright for Yellow Jacket football, and I believe we've scored, I think it's 81 points and only given up 86-3. 86-3. 1 shutout and 3 points. So the future is bright. Looking down on the field tonight, Statesboro they had a really rough season. I think one of the worst they've had in maybe 60 years. I don't expect a repeat of that. It's too proud of a program, too much talent. They're going to come in here with a chip on their shoulder. We've beaten them last 3 years in a row. I believe the seniors on that Statesboro team do not want to go 0-for against Wayne County because there's no one on that sideline that's beaten Wayne County. So that's saying something.
Well, nobody. Coach Pennington's beat Wayne County.
Excuse me, no players.
Coach Pennington's a few years removed from state title. So, again, they have a deep tradition over there. But I talked to the AD coming in. I said, what's going on over there at Statesboro? I said, the JV team got killed and your varsity team went 2-8 last year. He said, we just don't have a lot of big kids walking the hallways this time. I said, well, kids, the schools go through that, cycle of good athletes, and Wayne County is fortunate to have this cycle coming of good athletes. But, again, as you mentioned, Statesboro wants to win this game very badly. They don't want to go 0-2 to start the season. Be curious to see what kind of crowd they bring. I said it on the Butch and Bob show. Traditionally, they get good home gates, but on the road travel well and support the team on the road. For what reason that is, I have no idea. But something that Statesboro doesn't do. They usually do it well in baseball, but in football, for some reason, I'll be curious to see what kind of crowd is across the way here at JC Stadium. Again, it's a big game tonight. Wayne County and Statesboro. Qualifying for both the city and Jesup elections ended at 4:30 this afternoon. We've got the list when we come back. We'll tell you who all is going to run for city commissioner in Odom and Jesup. We'll do that when we come back here on Big Dog Country FM 105.5.
Dr. Michael Sharkey, a board-certified dermatologist and Mohs surgeon specializing in skin cancer, and Mrs. Heather Neesmith, physician assistant, are welcoming new patients for all your skin needs. Georgia Dermatology is a general and surgical dermatology practice specializing in the treatment of all types of skin disorders, removal of skin cancer, and Mohs skin cancer surgery. Call today at 427-4267 to set up your appointment with Georgia's premier dermatology and skin cancer specialist, Georgia Dermatology Skin Cancer Center, with offices in Jesup, Blackshear, and Waycross, or visit them at gadurham.com.
As Farm Credit nears its 100th year of financing rural America, the Jesup office of Ag South Farm Credit would like to thank our farmers and rural customers for making us the strongest agricultural lending cooperative in the area. With more than 20 years experience and expertise in agricultural lending, Stacy Nobles understands your needs. Let him show you the benefits of doing business the cooperative way. Call Stacy at 912-530-7777. That's 912-530-7777. Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 889147.
I'm Mike Connor, managing partner of the Connor Law Group. I'm not an actor or a spokesperson. I'm a real lawyer who represents real area businesses. The Connor Law Group has been named one of America's best law firms by U.S. News and World Report, and we've been included among Georgia's top attorneys by Super Lawyers and Georgia Trend Magazine. The Connor Law Group is a reliable legal resource for businesses that need a law firm to effectively and aggressively handle disputes and business litigation. Visit theconnorlawgroup.com. The Connor Law Group is the right choice for all the right reasons.
For years, there's been one name in seafood that everybody knows, the Buccaneer Club. Great steaks, delicious seafood, and that beautiful view of Sapelo and the marsh. Now you can get that same great seafood without having to drive to the coast. Now open, the Buccaneer Club in Jesup, at the intersection of Pine and Cherry next to McDonald's. All your favorites from the coast right here at home. Now open in Jesup, the Buccaneer Club. County football on WIFO. Brought to you by the Interstate Credit Union, Ag South Farm Credit, and Silverton Mortgage.
Wayne County Statesboro tonight on Big Dog Country FM 105.5. It's alumni band night tonight, and the weather forecast calls for rain, but looking at the radar, there's rain everywhere around, but not here, so hopefully it'll stay away. Again, qualifying for both the City of Jesup and Odom elections ended this afternoon at 4:30. And WIFO-FM has a list of those seeking office in Jesup. We have two contested races, one in District 6 where two newcomers will square off as incumbent Geneva Nichols is expected not seeking another term. Two men enter the race in District 6, Bill Harvey and Tommy Weatherspoon. Mayor David O'Keefe, who won a special election to fill the unexpired term of Herb Shaw, will now serve a full term as mayor, has no opposition in the November election. So congratulations to Mayor David O'Keefe. A sigh of relief, as I stated, I feel he's done a great job as the city mayor. I thought I could jinx his bid for re-election, but no one else jumped in, so David O'Keefe's safe and will serve as mayor for another term in the city of Jesup. Other uncontested incumbents, Don Darden in District 2, Nick Harris in District 3, Ray House in District 5. The other contested races in District 1, incumbent Ricky Grace has opposition by Miss Shirley Armstrong. Once again, the election set for Tuesday, November 3rd. City of Odom will not have to have an election. Mayor Brian Nipper qualified. He'll run unopposed and remain mayor in Odom. Others running include Kevin Higgs, Kathy Rozier, Jim Westbury, Dave Titus, and Willie McLaughlin. Only incumbent not to run again is John A. Flowers. So the good news, no election needed in Odom. Mayor Nipper and those 5 residents will make up the Odom City Council. Again, incumbents Willie McLaughlin, Dave Titus, Jim Westbury, Kathy Rozier, all qualified as the newcomer Kevin Higgs, who will take John A. Flowers' spot on the Odom City Council. So again, those are the people running 2 contested races in Jesup. Again, 1 in District 1 and 1 in District 6. We'll come back, talk football. It's Wayne County Statesboro tonight at JC Stadium. Come join us. We'll be back with more after the timeout.
Vans Auto Mart in Jesup invites everyone to come out to Vans Auto Mart on the Savannah Highway and shop for a vehicle today. James Van sells quality cars at low prices, and you can buy here and pay here with financing with the local credit unions. No matter what the make, what the model, Vans Auto Mart has the vehicle that fits your needs. In the market for a vehicle? Do yourself a favor and stop by and see James Van and the gang today at Vans Auto Mart, 2030 the Savannah Highway, or give them a call at 530-7665. Vans Auto Mart in Jesup, where James Van is the man.
Is your checking account broke? These days, every little bit helps. So if you can eliminate monthly checking charges, why wouldn't you? At Interstate Credit Union, we'll help you afford everyday living with our low to no cost products and services. Call 800-822-1124 or go online at iufcu.org to find out how to make checking work for you at Interstate Credit Union. Branches in Jesup, Baxley, Midway, and Hazelhurst. Federally insured by NCUA.
Stop by your neighborhood Sears Hometown store today and check out their expanded tool section with over $40,000 of additional tools. Your Sears Hometown store wants to be your home for America's #1 tool, Craftsman. They've added to their selection more sockets, wrenches, power tools, screwdrivers, air tools, innovative tools, and much, much more. And of course, Craftsman hand tools have that always trusted lifetime warranty. So the place for the best selection and lowest prices on Craftsman tools is your Sears Hometown store in Jesup. Check it out today.
At your Sears Hometown store.
The excitement is in the air. School bells are ringing, whistles are blowing, and the Jackets are preparing to make a run at the state title. Here at Wayne County Farm Bureau, the excitement is contagious. We're offering great insurance rates with the hometown service you deserve. Your well-being is our top priority. Come in today and have Ricky Stringer, Scott Maddox, Dustin Dunham, or Miles Feltman conduct an insurance review and needs analysis for your family's peace of mind. We can be reached at 1322 West Orange Street or by phone at 427-9312.
Here on Big Dog Country FM 105.5 at the bottom of the hour. Again, 20 minutes away from kickoff as the Yellow Jackets get set for tonight's game. Again, the Yellow Jackets come in with a big win last week against Appleton County, looking for another win here against the Statesboro Blue Devils. Everybody talking about the quarterback situation. Again, Wayne County's played 3 quarterbacks last week, and they'll probably play 3 quarterbacks this week. Joe, just that's the big talk at Brown Town. Who's playing quarterback for Wayne County? But again, Coach Groom's set on playing all 3 tonight.
Well, you know, Coach is not going to limit himself, Bob, on what his options are, and he's going to be open-minded, and you have to give him credit to that. But you know, I think he's only going to be open-minded for so long. You know, as we go through the season, he's definitely going to have to make a decision one way or the other. But I think it's 3rd game of the year. And by him staying open-minded, I think it's a good thing for the kids, and it keeps kids competitive and keeps everybody involved.
I made a good point on the coach's show. He said, "Look, we're playing 5 running backs. We're playing 9 receivers. So who said we're going to play 1 quarterback?" So I like his attitude, but I'm like you. The longer we go on, sooner or later, someone's going to, emerge as the starting quarterback once region play gets underway. And again, can't help but be impressed by the play of the freshman Nolan Grooms. Somebody asked me about it this week, and I said, look, I just go by the eye test. The eye test is what I go by, and just watching him out there, very calm, cool, and collective, and watching what he's done these 2 weeks in JV play, the kid's just got a lot of talent. I mean, he's just making, and he's not just impressing Wayne County people that watch him. He's impressing other coaches that see him on film and other coaches that he plays against. I mean, the comments you get from those coaches are like, you got something special in number 11, because that's what you see. He goes out there. You can tell he can read the defense already. He can check out a certain plays. He just has something that you're looking for in a quarterback. And, again, so far he's had success. The key is going to be one thing that worries you is his body frame. 145 is what he weighs. He is just a freshman. He's still growing. He's still getting bigger, faster, stronger in that weight room.
That's right.
So that's what concerns you. But that's what I like when you watch him, though. He knows that, and he doesn't take unnecessary hits. He makes the slide. He gets out of bounds. He throws the ball away. I mean, he's very intelligent. But as I told you, that's what you anticipate. I mean, I remember Todd Williams, who played at Georgia. His dad, Dale Williams, coached him all the way through Waycross. And I used to talk to him. He said, look, when you grow up with your dad as the head coach, you live at 24/7, and you're in the team meeting rooms. I mean, no one's been around this. Like I said, he's been the ball boy. But he's been with Jody ever since Jody started his career. And like I said, Jody used to play, so he's been around his entire life. So it just comes natural to him.
Well, I think one of the other things that's the kind of don't talk about as much is his foot speed. He showed an excellent burst of speed getting out of the pocket and darting out to the left for a big gain on the ground. And that, that's another piece of his. And quite honestly, I knew he had decent speed, but I didn't realize he had such good speed until that burst.
I liked the way they mixed it up last week, though. We mentioned it during the broadcast. I thought he kept Appleton County off guard.
He did, absolutely.
And it's probably given opposing coaches nightmares because they're looking, instead of preparing for one quarterback like we did tonight against Holloman for Statesboro, they got to prepare for 3 quarterbacks. So they got to show their kids, look, when this kid comes in, they're most likely going to do this. When this kid comes in, they're most, so it's a lot more preparation playing against 3 quarterbacks than 1. So I think it poses a problem for the opposing teams. I think it keeps everybody, as you mentioned, competitive. And, as we mentioned last year, we had injury problems last year. Who's to say we don't go the entire season without somebody getting hurt? So everybody's got to be ready to go. As they mentioned, you just got to go out there and do your job when your opportunity is called. And Coach Groom said it best to get on the coach show. He said, look, we're playing so many kids. Some are playing 40 snaps. Some are playing 20 snaps. And he said, what's great about practice, those kids playing 20 snaps are working their tail off to try to get to where they're playing 40 snaps. So it's great to see this much depth. I told him the hardest job is mine and yours because in the old days we had a roster, and guess what? No one was coming out unless it was halftime because those were the 11 guys out there because we didn't have any depth. So it's nice to have this depth that we have in rotating players in and out.
But remember when Coach Grooms became the head football coach at Wayne County High School, one of the first things he said he was going to do was he was going to build depth because he knew you've got to have depth to go through a football season of any kind with injuries and, bumps and bruises and just getting tired. Especially, you got to realize, we're playing our first game in the 3rd week of August when it's 97 degrees. And you got to have depth. You got to have it.
Well, again, Wayne County, Statesboro tonight. This weekend, collegiate football kicked off last night. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of Wayne County kids that are going to be playing on collegiate fields and professional fields in a couple weeks as Trey Jackson looks like he's got that number 1 spot on that New England offensive line, and T.Y. McGill looks like he's going to make that Seattle Seahawks roster. So, again, we're going to come back and talk about some of the kids you're going to see tomorrow on national TV as Wayne County kids continue to move on to the next level and make a major impact. And, again, the story in Athens, of course, Grayson Lambert, the first Wayne County kid ever to be named the starting quarterback at Georgia, and wear the red and black. We'll come back and talk about all that right after this timeout.
Football season is back, and the Yellow Jackets are taking the field for another action-packed season. This is Lynn Lewis of First Southern Bank. We understand in today's fast-paced world, everyone seems to want all the convenience of big bank technology, but still want the personal attention that comes with the local bank. At First Southern, we can provide you with the technology and personal service that you've been looking for. With the newest mobile banking apps and online services, managing your money has never been easier. Give us a call at 588-1010 or stop by and see us at 927 South 1st Street in Jesup or one of our other locations in Waycross or Patterson. First Southern Bank, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Looking for a utility tractor? The T-Max and X60 series tractors from McCormick were designed with flexibility in mind. With a choice of 8 transmissions, all being synchro shuttle or power shuttle, McCormick's T-Max and X60 series tractors have the power and flexibility to adapt to numerous tasks on the farm. Ideal for light tillage, baling hay, and loader work, these heavy-duty 83 to 112 horsepower tractors are the perfect utility tractor for all your general farming needs. Right now, get special financing from Miles Tractor Company on Highway US 1 North in Baxley. McCormick, whatever the need, we have a tractor for that.
For all your lawn and gardening needs, visit the experts at Farmers and Gardener Supply in Jesup. Warm weather is here, and now is the time to get to Farmers and Gardener Supply and let Ed help you get what you need to make your yard the best-looking yard on the block this year. Farmers and Gardeners is also a Fertilome and high-yield dealer and carries Eukanuba dog food. Farmers and Gardener Supply open Monday through Friday, 7:30 until 6, and Saturday, 7:30 until 4. Farmers and Gardener Supply, 547 Southwest Broad Street in Jesup.
When was your anytime?
When my 5-year-old dusted me in a race to the end of the block.
When my pints start turning into pals.
When divorce closed one chapter of my life, but opened another.
Whenever you're ready, our door is always open at Anytime Fitness, and you'll always find the right tools and encouragement to keep you on track. Anytime Fitness. Get to a healthier place.
Anytime Fitness on South 1st Street in Jesup. Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by Wayne Memorial Hospital, Dr. Thomas Chasse, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, and Neesmith Chevrolet.
Wayne County, Statesboro tonight here at JC Stadium. Baltimore and Joe Roddy here in the pregame show. And Joe, as we mentioned, had a great week this week as we were down at Sybil's Family Restaurant, and in walks Chip Towers of DogNation.com and wants to do a story about Grayson Lambert, get Wayne County people's thoughts on him being the starting quarterback. Again, he really came to talk to Grayson's parents, but of course they declined. They really didn't want to get involved and make any statement, which he understood. So he came and had lunch with us. We had a good time meeting him, and it was a good article. If you go to dognation.com, you can see the picture at Sybil's Family Restaurant. It was fun to listen to the Buck and Kincaid show. He called in that day and talked to Buck and Kincaid, and Buck talking about how he knew Jesup because he came and recruited Lindsey Scott when Lindsey was in high school because they wanted Buck and Lindsey to be the big passing duo up there in Athens. But for Grayson to be named the starter, again, the story's well documented. He got out of Virginia with a degree in 3 years, which in itself is amazing. Again, that's not an easy institution to walk out with. He's got an impressive degree as well, working those masters in Athens. But he arrives in Athens on August the 4th, and it's a three-man competition. And they said from day one it would be a competition. And in watching Mark Richt's press conference, he made it clear to all those reporters in there this was a cumulative grade that Grayson over the other two. This was not something they took lightly. Every pass was graded. Every read was graded. So if Grayson wins that job, and I don't know about you, but I'm very impressed he was able to accomplish that, and I'm wishing him nothing but the best on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean that's a big deal to be able to come in and, like you said, within 1 month to take the starting quarterback job at the University of Georgia. You can't help but be excited. All eyes in Wayne County will be glued to the SEC Network tomorrow at 12 noon for that game.
Yeah, no doubt. And I love watching, like I said, I watch all the talking heads, watch all the sports reports. Robert Smith, graduate of Ohio State, is on ESPN, college football preview. The question was asked among the panel of all the quarterbacks that transfer to a different school, and there's Everett Golson at FSU, and there's a boy at Oregon. Again, several schools have gotten quarterbacks that came in. Which quarterback's going to have the bigger year? And Robert Smith didn't even hesitate. He just jumped out and said Grayson Lambert, University of Georgia, is going to have the best season. He said everything he hears from Athens, they just love how he has the throws and how the ball comes flying out of his hands. And we saw that in high school. And I remember going to practice when he first came to Jesup, and there was like several kids trying out the quarterback. And, I mean, he would just throw the ball, and it was just so fun to watch. But we saw it on the high school level. Saw him play at Virginia, but just ecstatic to see him at Athens, Georgia, starting quarterback, and I just can't wait. But we got other kids playing as well. Our former quarterback, Malik Jackson, is number 2 on the depth chart at FSU, defensive back, behind an All-American who's the starters, but he's expected to see some playing time, and he plays on all the special teams as well. You got Michael Rainwater, after a year off with an injury, back at Mercer. You've got the 2 boys at Wisconsin. Sanders isn't going to play due to concussion stuff this week, but Patterson's penciled in as the second defensive tackle, so he's going to see some playing time in that game against Ohio State on Saturday night, or against Alabama on Saturday night. So again, trying to remember everybody else. Chris Dandino, saw him on the sidelines at Georgia Tech in uniform, but the Warriors, they may redshirt him. Jalir Loquette, Levante Larry, Deshaun Ray, Bethune-Cookman. The list goes on, and you, of course, got Trey Jackson with New England and T.Y. McGill possibly making Seattle's roster. So it's going to be a fun weekend to sit around and watch TV and see all these former Wayne County kids perform.
No doubt about it. Big time. Boy, Bob, talk about T.Y. McGill. He's right on the cut line. I think if he doesn't make the team, they're allowed to take, 4 or 5 players onto the practice squad that can be moved week to week onto the active roster. I think he'll make that. But people need to understand, T.Y. McGill's an undrafted free agent. So they have no money tied up in him. I mean, there's no incentive just to keep him as a project. He had to show on the field then. And look at the team he went to, the Seattle Seahawks, playing defense for them, arguably one of the best defenses that we've seen in the last 20 years. So the obstacles that were in front of that young man, and to be in the position that he's in today is remarkable. I know his family must be very proud.
Indeed they are. Again, we're going to take a break as they play the national anthem. We'll be back with more of the pregame show after this timeout.
Hi, I'm Creslin Odom, daughter of Wade and Lynette Odom. I am a hometown girl, born and raised in Wayne County. My optometry office, 007 Eyes, is located in the old Winn-Dixie Shopping Center. I specialize in primary eye care and myopia control for children and adults. I'm also able to make most single vision glasses the same day. So come see me, Creslin Odom, and the 007 Eye Girls, or call 380-8007. That's 380-8007 to schedule your next comprehensive eye exam.
Does your car or truck need a paint job or body repair? Call the experts at Lightsey's Body Shop. We are family owned and operated since 1978. Lightsey's Body Shop is one of the oldest and most reliable body shops in Wayne County. My staff and I are knowledgeable, courteous, and professional and can handle all your insurance needs. After an accident, the last thing you need is to deal with the insurance adjusters and the paperwork that is involved. Let us, the professionals at Lightsey's Body Shop, deal with the stress. And remember, you only need one estimate. We want you to know it's your vehicle and your choice who repairs it. Located on Rainier Road, just past the new Dollar General. Call us at 385-6193. That's 385-6193 for all your body shop needs. That's 385-6193. Come see me, Kelly Lightsey, at Lightsey's Body Shop on Rainier Road in Jesup.
Hi, this is Ron Sluter. Are you looking to buy a new home, build your own personal home, or even refinance your existing home? I would like to introduce you to a new way of mortgage lending. Silverton Mortgage is a lender, not a broker, who funds, underwrites, and personally prepares your closing transaction, ensuring fast turnaround times and very low closing costs. No hidden costs, no hidden fees, no surprises. That's what separates Silverton Mortgage from the rest. If I can help you in any way with your purchase, construction, or refinance of a home, please give me, Ron Sluter, a call at 912-294-7609. NMLS number 917858, Georgia license number 35037.
Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by Vans Auto Mart, Sybil's Family Restaurant, and 007 Eyes.
Wayne County Statesboro tonight here at JC Stadium, about 6 minutes away from kickoff. And Joe, again, the thing I've been impressed with the first 2 weeks is that Wayne County defense. I look at this defense. Besides the 2 busted plays against Glen Academy, this defense has just been lights out. Hasn't given up hardly anything. Shut out Appleton County last week. The kickoff return and the safety is all they got. They got nothing against our defense. They had the 1 long run, but we ran that down, prevented the touchdown. Again, I've been very impressed with the defense. Again, I stated in the beginning of the year when I talked to Jeremiah Littles and Caleb Martin at the In the Game Magazine Media Day event, I said, how good can this defense be? They both told me it can be as good as it wants to be, and I'm telling you, the first 2 games I've been very, very impressed with what I see defensively.
No doubt about it. Defense has really played well, Bob. We've really been able in both games really control the line of scrimmage on defense. The big guys in the middle and on that front 4 have really done a good job controlling the line of scrimmage, and I think that's what's really made a big difference for us so far this year.
You know, those linebackers, when you put Caleb in that linebacker role with Jeremiah Littles and also this young freshman named Lamont Trent, again, he is just doing a heck of a job. Number 21, just a sophomore. He was very active last week and had a lot of tackles. And again, you throw in that secondary with Bennett and Wyatt. And I did see Kevin Wyatt. He wanted to let us know that you said no relation. They are first cousins.
Are they?
Yeah. He told me, he dropped me to the sidelines. He said, look, you said on the radio that we weren't related. We are.
I was told we weren't related. My mistake.
We are first cousins, they said. So the 2 Wyatt boys back there are first cousins, doing a great job. Kevin Wyatt and Royal White. But he did say thanks for the plaque. And the
they both got a plaque.
Yeah, so
Royal got it week 1, Kevin got it week 2.
So, again, and we'll do that at the end of the game on the Country Financial post-game show as well. Again, I want to thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here to bring this live play-by-play action. It's Wayne County football tonight on Big Dog Country FM 105.5, and we'll come back with more of the pregame show right after the timeout.
When you purchase a used vehicle, you want to make sure it's dependable. So you need to make sure you buy it from this area's dependable used car dealership, Billy Popple Car Sales. For about 4 decades, people just like you have been buying their used vehicles from Billy Popple. At Billy Popple, you always get a good deal, but you receive so much more. Peace of mind. Take the worry out of buying a used car, truck, or SUV. Go to Billy Popple Car Sales, located at the intersection of Highway 341 and Sunset Boulevard in Jesup.
Building a winning team. That's what Coach Grooms and his staff strive for each day. Like our football team, Wayne Memorial Hospital builds its team each day by delivering world-class health care to its patients and community. As the Georgia Alliance of Community Hospitals Small Hospital of the Year and a Georgia Hospital Association Presidential Honor Roll winner, we are proud of our team and even prouder to be the official health care provider of the Yellow Jackets. Wayne Memorial Hospital, caring for the community.
At Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, the Gimme What You Got free sale is going full blast. Business is great. We're selling new Fords like never before. The best sales team around, Timmy Roser, Carlos Rollerson, Gerald Stone, Bart Duncan, Joey Lee, and Andrew Cuneo are ready to deal your way. We are breaking records selling new Fords at Mike Birch Ford. Rebates are big and free 0% for up to 72 months if you prefer. All this added to Mike Birch Ford discounts means great deals for you. The last 10 days of August is your chance to give me what you got free, so stop the search and come to Mike Birch Ford. The house good service built. No pressure, no sales gimmicks, just good old-fashioned car trading. We'll treat you so good you'll send your friends and family to see us. I'm talking about the Gimme What You Got free sale at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. This is Sammy Dixon saying thank you. Thank you very much for your business. Remember, the new Ford F-150s are selling fast, so bring your trade and let's do business. You'll be glad you did.
Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by Georgia Dermatology, Dr. Michael Sharkey and Heather Neesmith, the Connor Law Group, and Lightsy's Body Shop.
Just minutes away from kickoff, Reginald Hunter, one of the captains down there today. Jaquez Cobbs, number 54. 64 for Wayne County, Anthony Johnson, offensive lineman, and number 71, Jalen Williams. As the Yellow Jackets come to the helmet with the smoke and the fire, and we're set for football action here tonight at JC Stadium. Good crowd on hand from Wayne County. As I mentioned, Statesboro unfortunately didn't bring a lot of people down here from Bullock County. Again, they pack the place at home, but for some reason they don't like to travel on the road, Joe.
I don't understand that, Bob. Proud program like that, state champions a few years back. Not sure about that. Wayne County's won the toss, Bob, and we are going to receive.
Well, we did that last week. It paid dividends. Took the opening drive 70 yards for a touchdown. So we'll see if the other Jacksons do the same. We'll see who goes out there on the coach show. Jody, you said that Seth was expected to go out for the first play, but the coach had to play. They wanted Nolan to run. It blew up in their face. He got sacked for a 3-yard loss, but after that they went 70 yards for the touchdown. So be interested to see who does get the start tonight at quarterback. Again, there's been a lot of talk about the quarterback situation. Again, right now they got 3 in the rotation. And right now all 3 are going to play. And again, Nolan's playing a lot of JV football too, so you can only play so many quarters a week. But again, I like that Coach Grims is keeping him with his age group because that is the future of Wayne County football.
That's right.
That freshman, sophomore class is very, very talented. If you get a chance to go to a JV game and you're a Wayne County football fan, I strongly encourage you to do just that, to see how much talent's out there in every position. I mean, offensive line, defensive line, quarterback, running back. MJ Fuller's a freshman, plays here tonight. Number 29 going back to the kickoff. Trinquill Holloway, a youngster as well. So, again, just a sophomore, just a lot of young talent out there on the football field tonight here at JC Stadium, Joe.
Yeah, Bob, last week we counted, we only played 2 seniors on defense, Jaquez Cobbs and Jeremiah Little, because Caleb was out. So there's 9 underclassmen played lights-out defense last week, Bob. And offensively, there's not many seniors as well. I mean, there's a ton of young talent. The 10th grade class is well represented.
Statesboro is going to kick it deep. Again, number 5 has it teed up for the Blue Devils. That is Issa Mobley. Ryan Miller. Ryan Miller, the kicker, number 6. Ryan Miller, the kicker, has it teed up at 40. And Wayne County will get the opening kickoff. Wayne County getting their black jerseys, black pants, white numbers, white letters across the front and back. It's Wayne County Statesboro. Can we win for the 4th straight time against the Blue Devils? We're about to find out here tonight at JC Stadium. Glad you're with us here on Big Dog Country. I understand we got some listeners from Argentina.
All the way down. The mayor.
Company. So appreciate it tuning in. I hope they shot a lot of birds.
Doing some good international work for the county down in Argentina. Bob.
There's the kick, and it's high and deep out of the end zone. 1st and 10 at the 20 for Wayne County. So Miller boots it out of the end zone.
We're glad to have the mayor listening, Bob. It's a big supporter of Wayne County Yellow Jackets, doing some work down in South America for the people of Wayne County.
If you haven't heard by now, Mayor, you're unopposed. That's all I got to say. Congratulations on another term. I know the salary is what you're doing it for, $100 a year, so making you rich. Here we go, 1st and 10, Wayne County. Seth Clary in a shotgun. We're set for the first game, or the first play of tonight's game. Statesboro in a 4-3 defense. Seth takes the snap. Going to give it the middle to Tyler Jenkins, and Jenkins is going to get across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. Gain of about 2, second down 8, just underway. And again, the Yellow Jackets trying to get that running game established, Joe. Something that they're trying to work on the first 2 weeks. If there's a disappointment, it is the running game at this point.
Running game, which is funny, Bob. In the Brunswick scrimmage, that was our strong point.
Second down and 7. They gave him a pickup of 3 on the play. So it's second down and 7 for the senior, Seth Clary. Whereas number 4 calls out the play. Again, he's going to give it the middle. There's a nice hole, and they're going to have the first down across the 30 up to the 31-yard line. Tyler Jenkins, number 23, the junior running back, with a nice pickup of 9 on the play. Wayne County first and 10 to 32-yard line.
Nice job by the Yellow Jacket offensive line, Bob, opening up a hole for Tyler Jenkins to get an excellent first down for the Jackets.
Yellow Jackets first and 10 at their own 32. 3 receivers in the formation. Duke Holsey, H-back out there in the slot.
Coaches are really high on Duke, Bob. He's a 10th grader H-back.
Jenkins again with the ball, and Jenkins takes it up to about the 35, maybe the 36. Gain of 4, second down and 6. So the offensive line is starting to make some room for that running game. And again, those guys are working hard. Phillip Rozier, Jalen Williams, Cameron Padgett, Clark Wingate, Spence Pierce, Dylan Leach sometimes in the tight end. So again, they're doing a great job. 61, Clark Wingate, big old boy. They tried to play him at defense a little bit in the spring, but they put him back on that offensive line because that's where it was needed.
We needed him there.
10.5 minutes in counting, first quarter, no score. Wayne County and Statesboro here. And Seth Clary in a shotgun. And a whistle comes out. It's going to be a penalty against Wayne County, illegal procedure. So 5-yard penalty against Wayne County. It'll set up second down and 11. Again, we're just underway. It looks like the forecast is going to help us. I think we're going to be able to get us in. Again, all during the day I was worried about the forecast. They called for heavy rain, but under the radar, Joe, there's a lot of rain around us, but it's stayed away from us, yeah.
Looks like right now it's staying to the west of us, but you're right, Bob. It was all around, especially about an hour ago.
Second down, 11. Yellow Jackets, Seth Clary with Tyler Jenkins beside him and 4 receivers in the formation. Seth again, and just going to give up the middle to Jenkins. Jenkins comes left tackle and gets it across the 35 up near the 40-yard line to the 39. 8-yard pickup on the play.
We're going hurry up offense, Bob. Try to get a little rhythm.
Third and about 3. Third and short. Ball at the 39 of Wayne County. 9.5 minutes left to go. First quarter, no score. Wayne and Statesboro. And Seth's going to throw. First pass knocked down to the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defensive lineman, number 85 of the Blue Devils. Reginald Hunter knocks it down.
Nice play call, Bob. They did the fake to Tyler Jenkins, and Joseph White just to come on a quick slant. He was wide open, but nice job by the Blue Devil defensive lineman to put that big hand up and knock it down and force a punt for the Yellow Jackets.
Wayne County going to be forced to punt the ball here. Michael Heflin, number 44, comes in on the punt team at the end of the line here. Again, another youngster, just a sophomore. Remember his brother Taylor Heflin now at the Naval Academy. 4th down and 3. Gage Browning to punt for Wayne County stands at their own 29-yard line. Another good snap by the snapper. And this one gets a nice roll inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line. Great punt by Gage Browning. Doing a great job. 52-yard punt with the roll. Again, they've got to talk about the snappers doing a good job as well.
Matt O'Neill, Bob.
Yep, doing a good job. So the Blue Devils take over. Again, we'll see how this dual threat at quarterback works. Again, came over from Ware County. Xavier Holloman. The running back is Davis, number 14. So Holloman takes the direct snap, going to hand off to a running back trying to get to the corner and cuts it back in and gets across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Not much there. Good pursuit again by this Yellow Jacket defense. Number 20 on the tackle for Wayne County. Again, that's Lamont Trent, that linebacker we just talked about moments ago, young sophomore. 9 minutes in counting here, no score. Statesboro comes up second down and 10. They say no gain on the play. Blue Devils in a white jersey, blue pants, blue helmets, typical Statesboro uniform. And Xavier Holloman, the quarterback. Man in motion again. They give to the man in motion. He comes right side, breaks the tackle, gets across the 10, gets up to the 15-yard line and close to a first down marker.
Kevin Wyatt, Bob, good pursuit from the free safety, reading the play, and able to stop him and leave him short about, I think you said, Bob, right, about 3 yards for a first down.
Tyler Gordon, number 24, the running back for Statesboro, with a nice run. He comes up shy of a first down marker. It's going to be a couple yards short, so it's 3rd and a long 2 for the Blue Devils. 8:22, and a student body right, student body left for the Blue Devils thus far. That's all they're doing is doing these sweeps. Another sweep attempt. They're going to run up the middle this time, and there's nothing there. They bounce to the outside, and nothing good. Jeremiah Littles had him snuffed out, aided by number 21. Again, Lamont Trent, the linebacker, got helped by the secondary as well. So, again, just great pursuit by the Yellow Jackets. Forces 4th and 3 with 7:52 in the county opening quarter. No score, and Wayne County's going to get the ball back as Statesboro forced a punt.
Statesboro tried they ran the jet sweep both times. They faked the jet sweep and tried to do a counter with the other tailback that was flanked with the quarterback, and nothing in the middle. He tried to bounce it outside, but Lamont Trent did a good job and did not allow him to turn the corner.
Again, Miller goes back to punt. Got a big leg. Nice kick, end-over-end kick. Wayne County's going to let it hit at the 45, rolls inside the 40, rolls inside the 30. Now we pick it up back there at the 22-yard line, and we get hit at the 22-yard line. So, again, Wayne County will start their own 23-yard line. Nice punt by Statesboro's Miller. Again, got a nice roll as well. 50-yard punt. He's got a big leg, but he got a nice roll. Again, it rolled about 20 yards after it hit. And the hit up here around the 45, rolled all the way down to the 23.
Both punters have done a good job of getting big-time rolls on their punts.
7-17, first quarter, no score. They got it marked at the 24-yard line. We got a whistle by the official. Looks like a injury timeout. That's what it is. Player says he's injured, so they send him off the field. And bring in number 12, Chris Wilcox. Nolan Groom's quarterback in this drive, and Nolan's going to get hit and may have lost a yard. Nothing there, and Statesboro closed that hole quickly as we approach the 7-minute mark of the first quarter, no score. And again, both teams having trouble moving against these defenses. Against Statesboro's the big number 63. They got some big
guys down there. Statesboro's definitely got some size on that defensive line. Very athletic, too, from the end position.
James Henry, 63. 6:45 and counting. 2nd down and 10. Nolan Groom's in a shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Looking to the left and got his man incomplete. In and out of the hands of Reginald Hunter. Or Trenton Jackson, number 1, had it for a moment and just could not hold it.
He tried to run with it, Bob, before. Trent tried to run with it before he caught it, and that caused the incomplete. Put the Yellow Jackets in a 3rd and 10.
Again, he's out there as a sophomore. Number 7, Jordan Manning's a sophomore. Again, Hunter, number 6, is the senior. 3rd and 10 for the freshman Nolan Groom. 6:38 to go. Nolan pump fakes. Now going to try to run and try to get to the outside. Breaks 1 tackle, heads to the corner, and not going to get there. Again, Statesboro hauls him down at the 25-yard line. Gain of about 2, but sets a 4th down, and Wayne County forced a punt. So looked like a run all the way, Joe.
Yeah, it would look a quarterback draw.
Yeah, it looked like a design quarterback draw, but Statesboro's right there. Again, big defensive line, pretty quick there. Number 71 hauled him down. Cecil Trimble of Statesboro ran him down. So Jack is forced to punt for the second time. Gage Browning in with 6:29 on the clock. The clock stopped as he ran out of bounds on the last play. Statesboro back to receive it at their 40-yard line. See if Browning can get another good punt. Good snap again. Good high end-over-end kick. Fair catch is called for at the 37-yard line, and that's where Statesboro will begin. Fair catch by number 81 of the Blue Devils. And that is Timmy Wilson. 37-yard punt for Gage Browning. 6:24 first quarter, no score. Back and forth we go as these two defenses are dominating early here in the first quarter.
Yeah,
better field position this time for the Statesboro Blue Devils.
It seems like both teams, well, especially Wayne, struggling to find a little identity, Bob, on offense here early. See what the Blue Devils do here.
Xavier Holloman again. This kid transferred from Warrior County. Wanted to be a starting quarterback the senior year. So here he is, a toss ball.
That is Tyrese Simpson, sophomore defensive back. But number 23 of the Blue Devils with a nice run. That is Tupac Lanier. So Lanier with a nice run, 1st and 10. It's 1st and 10 up near midfield to the 48-yard line of Statesboro. Nicest play of the day by the Blue Devils. Biggest gain of the play.
Yeah.
Holloman again, and a penalty flag comes out, and it came from the side judge. So that's either somebody lined up off sides of Wayne County or
sideline warning,
or sideline warning, or illegal procedure against the Blue Devils. 6:05 on the clock. That'll push them back to the 44-yard line. They were at the 48. 6:05.
That's a 4-yard.
Well, that's what I'm just telling you. The ball was at the 44, or was it the 48? They brought it
I don't know, but you're right. It looks like about a 4.5-yard penalty. I thought it was
4.5 yards. 1st and 16, the clock says. 6:05 to go. Holloman, straight drop, throws a slant, got his man complete, and gets hit right there, and the penalty flag comes out quickly. Terrence Bennett with the hit. Receiver was number 24, Tyler Gordon, and we'll see what the flag is.
I'm curious what this is going to be, Bob. That flag came out right as they were making a tackle.
Yeah, that's when you worry about face mask or something like that, but it looks like they're walking it off against Statesboro where the officials turned over the ball.
Somebody may have been downfield, Bob. Maybe it may have been ineligible down. Statesboro's retreating. Somebody may have been downfield.
Ineligible receiver downfield, yep. That's what it is. So we get a break there. Still stays first down, but they lose yardage on the penalty.
And Statesboro, Bob, we know them. They're a predominantly running team. They can't like this. What is it, 1st and 20?
Yeah. I mean, this is the same situation that Glen Academy was in. They don't want to throw the ball. They just want to try to run the ball. See, a lot of teams like that, they just don't have the capability of throwing the ball. Holloman is a dual threat. He can throw it if he has to, but again, running is their game. Another toss sweep to the left side, trying to get to the corner and can't get there.
Kevin White
on the tackle for Wayne County, number 20, defensive back, hits him in the backfield, sets up 2nd down and about 20. No gain on the play. 5:42 and counting. Joe Scoutson scores.
Quick score, Bob. First one of the evening. Richmond Hill 7, Johnson nothing.
There's some big games statewide. Again, Burks at Griffin. You got Buford at McEachin.
Oh, that's
you got Camden and Glen Academy. That'll be fun.
That's going to be an interesting game, Bob, down in, I believe that game's down in...
At Glen.
Is that Glen?
I think it's at Glen. Camden at Glen Academy. 2nd down, 19. And they're going to sweep, and they find some room on the left side, and he's still on his feet inside the 45 of Wayne County down to the 44, close to a 1st down marker. Broke a couple of tackles and got a nice run.
And that's the first time really all year, Bob, we've seen someone break multiple tackles on our defense. Really, that's the first time I can remember all year anyone doing that. So nice run by Statesboro to make this a manageable 3rd and 3.
Yeah, that's 23, Tupac Lanier. So Lanier having a good night running the ball. 3rd and 2, 4:40 counting. No score, Wayne County Statesboro on the move at Wayne County's 44. 3rd and short. They go to the right side. Again, it's Lanier, cuts it in, and he gets hit hard by Jeremiah Littles, but has the 1st down at the 41-yard line. Big hit by Jeremiah Littles, but Lanier held on to it, and it's 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. And they're looking across the way, but that's got to be a 1st down. It is a 1st down. It's not even close. And if you hear the fans oohing on that big hit by Jeremiah Littles, that's why a lot of major colleges are looking at him.
But good job by the Statesboro tailback to hold on to the ball and to get a big first down. First and 20, Bob. Statesboro did a nice job getting 20-plus yards on this defense to get a first down. Now they're in business.
First and 10 of those 41-yard line. Again, the clock says 39, but it's a 41. 4:08 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Holloman directing the drive. Big offensive line by the Blue Devils. Again, going to run it. Nope, they're going to fake it, and they're going to go long over the middle, and incomplete. Good coverage there by the Yellow Jackets secondary, number 24.
Royal Wyatt.
Royal Wyatt.
The other Wyatt cousin. He did a nice job, Royal. Statesboro did a nice job faking the sweep, and quarterback tried to hit his receiver on a long post, and Royal gave a nice burst to cut in front of the receiver and knock it down, Bob. Excellent speed showed, recovery speed by number 24, junior Royal Wyatt.
So, not a bad pass by Holland.
No, not at all.
But again, good coverage, one-on-one coverage by our secondary, and right there to make the play. Sets up second down and 10 from the 41 of Wayne County. No score. If you're looking at your radio dial, Statesboro's going from left to right. Another sweep. This one, the quarterback's going to keep it and going to be dragged down from behind by the big defensive lineman. And again, that was number 54 for Wayne County. That is Jaquez Cobbs, a senior. And Caleb Martin in the tackle as well. Again, third down, about 6. Clock's at 3.5 minutes. Clock's really rolling here in the first quarter with everybody keeping it on the ground here.
Yeah, it's
more like 3rd and 7. Checking in for Wayne County, number 37. I don't have a 37 on my roster. But he's in there nonetheless. I hate it when they give him different jerseys. You got a timeout. Anyway, break any action, you score. No score. Wayne County, Statesboro will be back after the timeout.
It's time to get your taste buds in gear and racing to Damon's for great food. The name says fingers and wings, but you'll be blown away by crisp, fresh salads, handcrafted cooked-to-order burgers, fried mushrooms, quesadillas with homemade salsa, mucho chicken nachos, and the Baja burrito and homemade queso dip. As always, Monday through Friday lunch specials featuring the piping hot baked potato and grilled fingers. Having a party? Let Damon's do the cooking and provide the party room. Get it wild, mild, inferno, or insane. Call ahead or join the crowd at Damon's in Jesup, 588-9464. That's 588-WING.
Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce, your Sears hometown store, and Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance.
37, Zach Fuller was number 9 on the roster, but they had to change his jersey. 3rd down and 7 for Statesboro, 3:14 left to go. First quarter, no score. Xavier Holloman, the quarterback for Ware County. Back to pass, has time, goes over the middle, got a man down there, he overthrew him. Intended for the tight end, number 81, J.C. Robertson, wide receiver junior. Had a step on our secondary, but again, he overthrew him, sets up 4th down, and Statesboro's going to elect to punt the ball here with 3:08 to go, first quarter, no score.
I like the call by Coach. Trying to hit the deep ball. They've tried twice to hit the deep ball on us, Bob. I see this offense throwing a lot more than it has in years past, at least early.
I'll tell you what Holloman gives him. He gives him that threat to throw the ball, so we got to respect that. Going to try to pooch punt it here down inside our 10, and it's going to roll and get in the end zone. So, again, 42 tried to save it at the 1-yard line, could not do so. Nice try by Brandon MacArthur, a linebacker, but Wayne County got the ball at 1st and 10 to 20. It's 38-yard punt by Statesboro. 1st and 10, Wayne County to 20. See who runs this offense. It'll be number 4, Seth Cleary.
Another quick score, Bob. Jenkins 7, Appling nothing. Oh, we have a quick score. Camden 3, Glenn nothing. Thanks to Jonathan for keeping us informed of the scores.
Seth Cleary back in for a 3rd possession. Again, Wayne County is trying to move this ball against this tough Statesboro defense. 1st and 10 for Seth Cleary. Going to run up the middle with Holloway. And Holloway gets up to about the 25. I believe that's Holloway. We'll wait and see. Oh, sorry, number 23, Tyler Jenkins, the ball carrier. Number 23 comes out. And coming in now, number 29, M.J. Fuller. 2nd down. Nice game by Jenkins. Got about 5. 2nd down and 5. 2.5 minutes to go. First quarter, still no score. Seth Cleary, the senior QB, trying to direct this drive and get us some points. Hunter comes in motion, and Seth's going to keep it. And Seth's going to be wrapped up right across the 26 to the 27-yard line. Going to be shy of the first down marker by about 2 yards. Gets 3. It'll be 3rd and 2, and the clock hits the 2-minute mark before we come out of the huddle.
Braves and Nats tied at 1, top of the 3rd.
That's an improvement. They gave up 15 last night.
Can the Braves lose 100?
They're getting close. 3rd down, key play for Wayne. Seth in a shotgun on 3rd and 2. Seth going to give the folding up. He's going to keep it and run and throw out to Jackson, and Jackson slips and falls short of the first down marker, and Wayne County forced to punt again. Good coverage out there by the Blue Devils. Jackson didn't make the catch, but he was on his knees, and once your knee hits the ground in high school ball, you're dead.
He just slipped.
And down. So, again, 1:32 to go. Clock still runs, and Wayne County forced to punt for the 3rd time tonight. It's been a punting duel between Browning and Miller.
2 punts apiece. This will be Browning's 3rd punt in the first quarter.
And they're both 50 yards apiece.
Yeah.
The punters are having a heck of a night. And time
on here now. Right. This is going to be interesting here.
On 4th and 1.
This is
Maybe they got too many players out there.
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning.
Dreaded sideline warning.
That's crazy.
Why?
They need to get rid of that rule. The first thing Georgia High School Association needs to do next year is just do away with the sideline warning rule. It's never enforced anyway. 4th in the yard here. Wayne County forced to punt. Good high end-over-end kick again. Fair catch. Call for made to 32 by the Blue Devils. So we punt it back and forth. Here we go. Statesboro for their 3rd possession of the first quarter for 56 seconds to go, Joe. And right now the two defenses are just dominating the line of scrimmage.
They are, Bob. They're definitely both teams are dominating both lines of scrimmage here on the defensive side. Statesboro's had a little bit more success than us in the running game here early.
41-yard punt by Browning. Xavier Holloman back on offense for Statesboro. 1st and 10 from their own 33. 56 seconds remain first quarter. Again, a sweep to the right side. Again, that's Lanier. Lanier gets to 35 out of bounds up near the 37-yard line.
Great job, Bob, by number 30 for Wayne County, Isaiah Kincaid. He's playing the corner position, and he saw the jet sweep, and he did not allow the blocker to block him and keep the play from going wide. He had to turn it up into the Yellow Jacket defense. Great job by containing the corner.
Gain of 3, 2nd down, 7. Clock stopped as he ran out of bounds. Xavier Holloman with 4 wide receivers in the formation. Again, they're going to run the sweep to the left side, and again, they're trying to get to the corner, and they get there and get up near the 42, 43-yard line. Going to be 3rd and short for a first down for the Blue Devils. Again, that's
Bob, he may have it. Where are they going to? No, they're going to spot it about a yard short.
Yeah, he's short by a yard. But again, this is just typical Statesboro sweep to the right, sweep to the left, quarterback draw, try to hit you on the big pass play. It's fun offense to watch. It'll drive your defense. You got to be quick. That's why the linebackers got to be able to move.
Wayne's got to call timeout. We got 12 men on the field.
So break any action. Too many men on the field for Wayne County. Your score, Wayne 0, Statesboro 0. We'll be back after the timeout.
This is your Sheriff, John Carter. Wish the Jackets the best of luck this football season. Also, I congratulate our band, our cheerleaders, and our Lady Jackets for their strong work ethic and dedication. I hope this season is full of success and a lot of wins. But win or lose, always remember that Wayne County supports your efforts and commitment. Sting 'em Jackets all season long. This is your Sheriff, John Carter, proudly serving our community.
Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by First Southern Bank, Anytime Fitness, Miles Tractor, and Ed Exley's Farmers and Gardeners Supply.
3rd in the yard. Good to see Billy Freeman in the stands. I guess he's happy about this South Carolina win last night over North Carolina. 3rd in the yard for the Blue Devils. Holloman in a shotgun. Again, Holloman going to keep it, and Holloman's not going to get there. Wayne County eats him alive at the 40-yard line, maybe the 41. That's well shy of a first down mark. As again, they're still under the huddle, and it's down under 26 seconds, but Statesboro looks like they're going to punt it back to Wayne County. But again, that may have been the final play of this first quarter, which has been nothing but 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, a couple of first downs here and there, but the punters are the stars of the show, and both are putting on a display of how good they can punt. And the clock's down to 8 seconds. We'll see if they punt it before the clock runs out. I don't think they are. And we come to the end of the first quarter. Your score at the end of 1. Wayne 0, Statesboro 0. We'll be back with quarter number 2 after the timeout.
Big G, little O, go Jackets go. Big G, little O, go Jackets go. The Wayne County Chamber of Commerce is a membership organization which promotes businesses. The Chamber and its members congratulate the Wayne County school system on all of its accomplishments. We proudly cheer for the Wayne County Yellow Jackets and wish them much success for this year. Big G, little O, go Jackets go.
Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by the Interstate Credit Union, Ag South Farm Credit, and Silverton Mortgage.
Well, the first quarter's in the book, 0-0, and Statesboro about to punt it back to Wayne County, and they've got a heck of a kicker, Joe, and Mr. Miller. Ryan Miller, a senior kicker, 5'10", 150-pounder.
He can boot it.
He can boot it. It's been a fun punting display if you like punting. Both Gage Browning and Ryan Miller putting on a heck of a show, averaging about 45 yards a punt. See how far this one goes. Good, high, got a booming kick. Wayne County calling for a fair catch, and we fair catch it at the 18-yard line. Number 24, Royal White, makes the catch over his head. A 44-yard punt by Miller. 11:52 to go till halftime. At halftime, we'll send it back to Jonathan. He'll highlight the weekend schedule. Again, the only college game we got is Georgia Southern, I do believe. We might have a CBS game, I'm not sure. I know we got Southern Saturday night against West Virginia up in Mountaineer Country, Morgantown, West Virginia. Beautiful stadium. Been there several times.
Oh, yeah? You've been to game up there in Morgantown?
My sister graduated from West Virginia.
Oh.
Her husband went there as well, so I've been to a few games. Don't tell them what I was cheering for Pitt and Penn State when I went. Past the Trent Jackson, and it's a completion up around 5-6 yard line. Notre Dame used to roll in there a couple times, too, so I used to go watch Notre Dame.
Oh, that's right. That was a rivalry.
You know who I was pulling for there?
Let me guess.
Go Irish. Nice catch by Jackson, about an 8-yard pickup. Second down and 2, 11:47, no score. Wayne County Statesboro. Wayne County now moving from left to right. Nolan Grooms in at quarterback for Wayne County on this possession. Again, Tyler Jenkins is hit behind the line of scrimmage, going to lose a couple yards, going to bring up third and about 7 for Wayne County. So, again, the offense just not able to get on track thus far, no matter who's in a QB for Wayne County. It's been a tough go for both Seth Clary and for the freshman Nolan Grooms.
Johnson wanted to let everyone know after the Braves game, Washington and Boise State. Coach Peterson goes back home to the blue carpet to play Boise State at 10:15 on the Big Dog. Good game, Bob.
Third down, 7. Nolan Grooms back to pass. Under heavy pressure, rolls to the left, directing traffic, throws over the middle, got his man, Tyler Jenkins, and he makes the catch. They're saying incomplete, saying it hit the ground, incomplete. So Jenkins unable to hold on to it, brings up 4th down, and Wayne County forced to punt. But a nice job of Nolan directing Tyler to the middle of the field, threw it, but Jenkins unable to make the low catch.
Been corrected. That game is on AM 1370.
11:04 left to go till halftime. No score. Then Georgia kicks off 12 noon tomorrow in Athens. SEC Network's got the telecast. Grayson Lambert, your start quarterback at UGA, and Glenn Welsh will see a lot of time at fullback as well. Both Wayne County former Yellow Jackets in the backfield for Georgia. Gage Browning to punt once again. Let's see if he can get another good kick. Nope, this one's off the side of his foot. Going to hit it to 40 of Wayne County and roll to the 45, and maybe out of bounds to the 46-yard line. But Statesboro is going to start this drive inside Wayne County territory. 21-yard punt. Again, it just went off the side of his foot. 10:56 till halftime, and Joe, you mentioned it during the break. We just look a little flat.
We're flat, Bob. There's no doubt about it. We are flat today. Just struggling to find identity on offense and struggling to find everything, man. It's just been one of those days where it's just been a tough outing so far for the Yellow Jackets.
1st and 10 for Holloman and Statesboro. Again, they started our 41-yard line. Back to pass, and flags come flying. And let's see what we got. We've got a dead ball, illegal procedure against Statesboro, Georgia. Okay.
Statesboro, very uncharacteristic, Bob. Couple penalties here on them early.
Yeah, Statesboro Pennington, normally disciplined team, doesn't make a lot of mistakes. But again, they got the new quarterback in, only their second game. Again, they had a whole week off after losing to Byrd County. And they come in that 2-8 season again. You just wonder what the mindset is of this team, what the psyche is. 0-1 already, and you're just looking at a tough schedule. Just wonder if they're really in it as well. 1st and 15 for Holloman and company. Runs a draw play up the middle, and Wayne County eats that alive. 99, Isaiah Buggs, a sophomore who was in the Statesboro JV backfield all yesterday afternoon. That is a good-looking athlete. Isaiah Buggs, what a name, too. Sophomore. Number 99. It's funny listening. They had Doug Flutie on. Jim Wayne was talking about his days in Chicago. They wanted to know who the craziest Chicago Bear was. He said definitely Steve McMichael, the defensive lineman. He said that Fridge came close to second.
Fridge came close to second.
10-19. He said he was just trying to stay. He went there the year after they won the Super Bowl. He said Jim McMahon was kind of hard to get along with. 2nd down, 15.
Imagine that.
For the Blue Devils. Holloman rolling right. Going to throw deep. Got a man down there. It's going to be incomplete.
Good coverage. Good coverage by number 30, Isaiah Kincaid. But Bob, quarterback from Statesboro, showed an excellent arm. He didn't really even get to set his feet.
J.C. Robertson came within inches of making that over-the-shoulder catch. Luckily for Wayne County, he did not. 3rd down and 15 for the Blue Devils. The ball is at the 48-yard line of Statesboro. No score, 10:02 till halftime, and everybody waiting for some offensive action here. We haven't seen any. It's been a defensive struggle by both teams. 3rd down. Xavier Holloman with 3 wideouts, 2 to the right, and another flag comes out again in the backfield. And again, it's going to be illegal substitution against Statesboro. So they're just falling apart here.
Colquitt County and Crisp County, are in a weather delay, Bob. In South Effingham 9, Southeast Bullock 7. South Effingham coming off a tough loss to Pierce last week. Pierce scored a touchdown with less than 30 seconds to beat him.
Bullock coming across a tough loss.
Yes, I'm sorry, Southeast
Bullock lost that game in the closing seconds. 10:02, no score here. Wayne County, Statesboro, Georgia. Xavier Holloman, the quarterback, on 3rd and 20 now for Statesboro. See where they draw here, 3rd and 20. They're going to keep it on the ground, and they're going to go anywhere because Isaiah Buggs ate them alive along with Jeremiah Lewis. Buggs and Littles in on the tackle, throwing for a loss. It's 4th down and 22, and Statesboro are forced to punt once again.
Statesboro definitely sputtered there, Bob. We talked earlier about how Statesboro is throwing the ball a lot more than we've seen in the past. I think the quarterback has got a good arm, but I really think from watching film in 2 games, you can't run in this Wayne County defense.
So the question is just how good can it be? I think the answer is very, very good. Seen it in the first 3 games already. 4th down, Miller again to punt. Another big end-over-end kick. Another fair catch by White at the 20-yard line. Wayne County 1st and 10 to the 20 as Royal White makes the fair catch. So again, a 39-yard punt by Miller. And again, the punter is getting all the stats here because that's all we've seen is punt.
4 punts apiece, right, Bob?
Yeah, that's the 8th punt of the game.
Wow. And we still have 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think we've got 1 first down. They got maybe 2 first downs. There's not many first downs in this game. Defense is just dominating on both lines of scrimmage. 1st down and 10 for Wayne County. Nolan Grooms versus Seth Clary. It's Seth Clary in there, quarterback for Wayne County, the senior. Seth back to pass, going to run. And run up the middle, gets some running room, 30, 35, up near the 37-yard line, but a flag comes out on the side. That's going to probably be against Wayne County.
Nice burst by Seth Clary, Bob. He dropped back, didn't have anything, and he's another one, Bob. Seth has excellent speed, and again, saw him lower his shoulder and not afraid to take the contact.
Biggest run of the year for Seth, but it's going to be called back. It looks like it's a hit in the back by Wayne County, or a holding call is what they're going to call. Going to get us for a hold on the side by the side judge. So tough break for Wayne County. Nice run by Seth Clary, and that's his biggest run of the year thus far. Again, he's a hard-nosed runner. And that's really his game, that read option where he can just take off. And, again, as you mentioned, Joe, he's got good speed as well. Very hard-nosed runner. As you mentioned last week, he doesn't look for these sidelines.
He's running over somebody, not out.
He's looking for the contact. But the penalty brings it back, sends up 1st and 9. So they mark it from the spot, so it's going to be 1st and 9 instead of 1st and 10. Seth again in a shotgun with Tyler Jenkins beside him. 9-10, no score. Seth's going to throw and got his man Jackson. Trent Jackson to 35-yard line. Nice catch by the sophomore.
Excellent catch by number 1, Trent Jackson, Bob. Lined up wide to Seth's right, came across the middle, a little slant route. Ball was a little high, a little behind him, but with that big 6'3" frame and those long arms, did a nice job. So it showed excellent athleticism by the young sophomore.
1st and 10, Wayne County up to the 36-yard line. Nice throw by Clary, nice catch by Trenton Jackson. Seth again going to throw, got his man Jackson again. Jackson out at the 44-yard line. A little hitch pass, and it's complete. Back-to-back passes from Seth Clary to Trenton Jackson. And Wayne County's now 2nd down and about 3, gave him a gain of 7.
Trent Jackson is a matchup nightmare for us for a corner, Bob. At 6'3" with those long arms and good speed, he's a handful for someone to have to cover.
8:46 till halftime, no score. Seth Clary with the snap, pump fakes, gets hit, throws down to Jackson, out of bounds. Out of bounds, incomplete. But a nice catch by Jackson.
But Jackson going up against a 5'7", 5'8" corner. You saw what he did right there. He just took the ball right away from him. Caught it at its highest point.
3rd and short for Wayne County. Colby Wallace checks in for Wayne County, number 83. Also in is Joseph White. Seth Clary on 3rd and short. Going to give up the middle. Big hole. Holloway's got the first down and more in the Statesboro territory down to the 42-yard line. Big hole opened up by the offensive line that time.
Great job by number 69, Cameron Padgett, Bob. Snapping the ball back to the old Glenn Welch days. Snap it and go right behind the big center.
1st and 10, 8:34 till halftime. No score. Jackets on the move at the 42 of Statesboro. Seth Clary in a hurry up. Gives to Holloway again. Holloway slips and falls right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd down and 10. The clock runs at 8:20 and counting till halftime.
Seems like the Yellow Jackets are starting to get a little rhythm on offense, Bob. Doing a great job of shaking it up. Checking the game at quarterback, Bob. Number 8, Walker Reddish, checking into the game.
So Walker Reddish comes in. He'll quarterback. Again, we said we'd see all 3, and now we are. Yoder out to the left. That's his favorite target when he's in there. Tucker Yoder. 1st down. Back to pass for 2nd down. Walker going to throw over the middle. It's going to be intercepted. Or he dropped it. In and out of the breadbasket of the linebacker. It was right in his breadbasket, but fortunately for us, he dropped the ball.
Wayne County catches a big break there, Bob. The Blue Devil corner just dropped the ball. So we catch a big break there. It's going to bring up a real important 3rd and 10.
McNeil had in his breadbasket. Seth Clary checks right back in. It'll set up a 3rd and 9 for Wayne County. The ball at the 43-yard line of Statesboro. 3rd and 9. Seth Clary in a shotgun. Seth got a pump fake. Now rolls. Looking downfield. Throws downfield. Got his man caught. Reginald Hunter, number 6.
Nice catch.
1st and 10, Wayne County inside the 30 to 29-yard line. Nice throw by Seth Clary. Rolled to his left and threw a dart to Hunter. 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets.
That's a tough throw, Bob. Rolling to your left as a right-handed quarterback having to come back across your body. Had 2 receivers open. Tucker Yoder was open in the flat. I think he could have dumped it to him for the 1st down, but made a nice throw to Reginald Hunter to get that 1st down.
Deepest penetration tonight for Wayne County. We're inside the 30 to 29-yard line of Statesboro. Knocking at the door. Seth Clary going to give to Jenkins. Jenkins spins and gets down near the 25-yard line. That's M.J. Fuller, number 29.
Quick score, Bob, in the Battle of Toombs County. Vidalia 10, Toombs nothing, and Drew High School 6, Lowndes nothing.
M.J. Fuller, the freshman, got 3, 2nd down and 7. The ball at the 26-yard line of Statesboro, Georgia. 2nd down and 7, a long 7 for Wayne County. Clary again with M.J. Fuller beside him. Seth going to throw and tipped up in the air, almost intercepted. 10 for number 10, Joseph White, got a break there. Yeah, that was almost picked off.
And that could have been 6 the other way.
That's the one thing Seth is going to be wary of. One thing I see, sometimes he just locks in on the receiver, and You see cornerbacks
just
jump
sat
that
on
route.
That
right?
corner just sat on that route.
3rd and 7. Seth Clary and Wayne County looking for a big first down here. 6:49. Rolls again, rolling to the right, looks downfield, has time, now in trouble. Now looks again, now he's going to run with it and get hit out of bounds. Inside the 25, down to about the 22-yard line, well shy of a first down marker. Going to bring up 4th down, see where the spot is, how far it is. Wayne County probably not thinking field goal here.
4 yards, 3-4 yards, Bob. 3 to 3.5, 4 yards.
Probably going to go for it here on 4th down.
I think so.
They call Jody the riverboat gambler. He likes to gamble in these situations. Again, it's a scoreless game. If you don't make it, Statesboro gets it to 23. They haven't done much on offense, so not much of a gamble there.
Wayne County's going to let the play clock run down, Bob, to take a timeout and talk about this.
So we'll take one as well. 6:39 to go till halftime. Still no score. A big 4th down and 4 when we come back after the timeout.
Is it the same old routine for lunch? Yes. You pay close to $10 for a burger or a taco you really don't want. Well, stop it. Eat a wholesome meal for a change from Sybil's Family Restaurant in Jesup. Sybil's Lunch Buffet. Everything from entrees and veggies to a DIY salad. Real food, good food, fresh food, healthy food. Sybil's Family Restaurant open for breakfast at 6 and in the lunch and dinner buffets. Friday nights, it's the seafood buffet. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? It is. Make Sybil's Family Restaurant in Jesup a part of your day today. North 1st Street in Jesup.
This is Wayne County football on WIFO-FM Jesup.
4th and 4 for Wayne County. And again, we decided to go for it, but we call a timeout to go over the play that we want to get in.
Good timeout. I think that's a good timeout call by Coach.
Again, Yoder's out there. Clary's going to be the quarterback. Hunter and Jackson, the receivers. Yoder and Joseph White, the receivers, number 10. So he's got 4 receivers, 2 on each side, and MJ Fuller's going to be your tailback, the freshman. A key 4th down 4 here. Can we pick it up, or does Statesboro take over on downs? Still no score, 6:39 until halftime. Seth looking to throw, throws to Jackson, and incomplete. Threw it too far out of bounds. Jackson tried to make a circus catch on the sidelines, but the ball was just overthrown.
He was open.
And incomplete. So the Blue Devils take over. The timing pattern, again, Seth just had too much mustard on it. And again, Jackson tried to keep his feet in bounds and make the stretch catch, just could not get there.
What Seth wanted to do was he wanted to throw it close to the sideline and keep it away from the defender, and he just led him a little too far to the sideline.
So the Blue Devils take over 1st and 10 at their own 23 with 6:34 till halftime. Still scoreless here at JC Stadium. Wayne County, Statesboro. Holloman, the quarterback for the Blue Devils. Caleb Martin, again, at linebacker, Wayne County, rotated. They run the toss, sweep to the right, and they get across the 25 at the 26-yard line. Again, Tupac Lanier, number 23, the ball carrier. 6:23 and counting, and Joe, again, defense is the name of the game tonight.
Sure
again,
is.
You could possibly get to the halftime locker room 0-0 the way this one's going.
Yeah, Bob, there's no doubt about it. I have to agree with you on that one. It's been a defensive struggle for both teams.
2nd down and 6. They gave them 4 on the sweep by Lanier. Holloman, the quarterback, high snap. Again, Lanier comes left side, and Wayne County grabs him from behind. 4 Townsend says, "You're not getting by me." Big claw got him and brought him down to the 28-yard line.
Grabbed him by the jersey with one arm and pulled him back. At first, I thought he grabbed his hair.
I thought it was the way he jerked. It looked like a face mask, but he just had him by the jersey and ripped him down. What a big tackle.
That's big because he was going to break free for some big yardage.
A big tackle by 4 times, and again, just a sophomore, played all last year as a freshman. 5.5 minutes to go. It's a 3rd and 4 for the Blue Devils. See if Wayne County can get this right back. Holloman and the Blue Devils come up 3rd down and 4. And Holloman's going to keep it and run up the middle, get to the outside, breaks a tackle, has the first down across the 35 up to the 38-yard line. Nice run by Xavier Holloman, broke a tackle, and then Terrence Bennett had to clean him up, the safety for Wayne County, number 26.
Nice job by the quarterback, Bob, able to break a couple tackles because it looked like Wayne was going to get him for about a 2-yard loss.
Kalos Helmet come off, so he's got to come off for a play. Yeah, that's a rule in Georgia High School. If your helmet comes off, you have to leave the field for at least one play. Clock's getting close to 5 minutes left to go till halftime, and we're still scoreless 0-0 here. 1st and 10, Blue Devils at their own 37.
Valdosta 7, Swainsboro nothing, Bob.
Again, it'll be under 5 minutes before the snap. Holloman takes the snap, looks downfield, throws here, sidelines, and incomplete. in and out of the hands of number 14, Jalen Davis. Again, that ball was just thrown just too hard by Holloman.
Too hard, and low also. Another quick score for you, Bob. Braves 1, Nationals 1, bottom of the 4th.
2nd down and 10. No score here. Wayne County, Statesboro, glad you're with us on Big Dog Country, FM 105.5. The defensive battle here. Scoreless ball game. The punters have been the stars of the show. Xavier Holloman and Statesboro, 2nd down and 10 from their own 37. 3 receivers, one in the slot, one on both sides, and listen to the other guy. There's a high snap. Ball's loose. Holloman falls on the back of the 21-yard line. Good job by the quarterback to save that, but that could have been a disaster. It was going to set up a big 3rd and long for the Blue Devils.
Coach Pennington is beside himself over there on the Blue Devils sideline, Bob. Statesboro's really shot themselves in the foot a couple times here trying to get drives going. This is going to bring a 3rd and 20, I think, 3rd and maybe 24. Does that sound right?
3rd and 24, exactly. 4:23 and counting here till halftime. No score. We'll send it back to John for about 15 minutes. Won't have many scores to tell you about, but we'll have some stats for you.
Punters are going to need ice at halftime.
And a flag comes from the sideline again. It's normally where it's against the offense. And it is going to be against Statesboro. Illegal procedure again. Another penalty against the Blue Devils.
If you look where they started, Bob, they started at the 37-yard line. They were starting to flip the field with the field position. But now if you look at their penalties and their snaps, they're inside the 20-yard line. So, I mean, provided there's not a big play here, Statesboro is going to give away the field position that they earned to get the ball almost to midfield.
3rd and 29 to go for 1st down. 4-minute mark approaches here till halftime. Still no score. See if we can get a turnover here. 3rd and long. See if they put it in the air.
They're going to run. You would think they're just going to run the ball, Bob.
And they're nope,
sure not.
Holloman's going to roll to the right. Looks downfield. He's going to keep it. And he's going to be dragged down from behind. No, not Bugs.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anyway, he got a couple yards after we had him by the jersey. Didn't get much. Sets up 4th down. The clock's at 3.5 minutes and counting. No score as we head towards halftime.
Quick half, Bob. Not even an hour.
Very quick half. Fans are just kind of sitting there waiting for something exciting to happen. It's been a sit and watch the defense do their job and watch the punters put on a good punting expert. There's another good punt. Wayne County's going to field and try to return it at the 40. And again, not going to get much up to the 42-yard line. And a flag comes out.
We're going to get a face mask.
Yep. 24 Royal Wide with a 2-yard return, but could get more on the face mask against the Blue Devils.
And there was no reason for the face mask. Royal was already coming to the ground, and he pulled the mask. It looked like he was maybe trying to strip the ball and got the mask, Bob, but a really unnecessary penalty.
Well, now the key is it incidental or is it 15-yard flagrant? They're saying face mask against Statesboro, so it looks like it's going to be the flagrant one of 15 yards, which will bring the ball into Statesboro territory across midfield with 3:03 to go.
No, they called it a 5-yarder.
No, it is a 5-yarder, so it's going to stay on the 47. So Nolan Grooms will come in with 3:03 to go. See if we can get on the board before halftime, Joe.
Got it. We moved the ball nice last series, Bob. Let's see if we can continue that momentum and try to get some points before halftime.
1st and 10. Nolan back to pass. Has time. Throws downfield. Got a man open. Caught. Complete. Down to the 25-yard line. Number 10. That's Joseph White.
Great job by Nolan Grooms, Bob. What Nolan did was he knew who his primary receiver was going to be. He looked right, came back left, and hit Joseph White right down the seam with a strike.
And again, to no avail. It's coming against call? Wayne County. I'm not sure what that is, what that means. That's
an eligible man downfield.
Nobody goes to the top of the head. He was hitting himself on the side of the head about headache. New call by the official. That's tough. Instead of the 1st down inside the Statesboro 30, we're back here at our own 42-yard line.
That stinks.
So it sets up 1st down and 15 for Wayne County. Nolan Back to pass again. Under heavy rush. Going to get hit way back at the 34-yard line.
No time.
Blue Devils came flying in there with their big defensive line and hit Nolan Gruen for a big loss. Clock running at 2:42, and he's going to set up second down about 25. Lost about 10 on that play.
That snap came in. It looked like it was a jailbreak, Bob. All four of the defensive linemen were just right there. He had no chance to do anything.
So 2.5 minutes and counting till halftime, and we're going to be scoreless, it looks like, here at halftime. Between Wayne County and Statesboro, both teams' offense not able to get in sync here. Defense is just dominating the game. Second down and long. Put a man in the backfield, going to run up the middle, and there's nowhere. Nolan's got it. Nolan slides up near the 44-yard line. Nice play by Nolan. Sets up a third and manageable third and about 13 here for Wayne County.
Quick score, Bob. Glen Academy 7, Camden 3.
Rocky Hidalgo's got them believing down in Glen County. If he wins that game, they may name a road after him.
When's the last time Camden lost to someone in this area?
146, 145. Third down, 13. Nolan Gruen's back to pass, has time. Now it collapses. Look out. Steps up. Still stepping up, still on his feet. And running for his life. Throws up there and is going to be intercepted by Statesboro at the midfield mark. Nolan kept running around, and finally let it fly, and it's intercepted by the Blue Devils. Have it with 1:26 to go till halftime at midfield. Interception made by number 12, Chris Wilcox, defensive back, senior. That one was up for grabs, and Wilcox just took it.
The freshman tried to do a little too much, Bob, and forced it right there into the middle.
So the Blue Devils have it 1st and 10 at midfield. 1:26. They've got they got 2 timeouts left on the clock. Holloman's shown he can throw the ball, Joe. Got to be careful here.
4 wide receivers, 2 flanked each side.
Holloman back to pass. Looking, throws, got a man complete down at the 42-yard line. Tackle made by Caleb Martin.
Nice job by Caleb Martin from the linebacker position, Bob, dropping into coverage and then really reading the play and going a long way to make a big hit, keep him in bounds, and hold him to a 5-yard gain.
Catch made by Davis. They marked the ball down to the 43-yard line. 1:05 and counting. Second down and 3 for the Blue Devils. Holloman again back to pass. Looking. Now he's going to step up and run. Has some running room. Gets to the 40. He gets down to the 37-yard line. Has the first down. Stops the clock with 54 seconds to go till halftime. And again, keep in mind, they got kicker Miller here, so be careful. Right. They get about another 10 yards. They're in field goal range.
That's right.
54 seconds to go here, and that's what they're working to get to, field goal range for Miller, who's got a booming leg. 52 seconds in counting. 1st and 10. Hallman back to pass. Throwing, going long, and going to be incomplete. Good coverage down there by the Yellow Jackets, both Kevin Wyatt and Terrence Bennett.
Good job on the coverage. Very surprised the Blue Devils didn't take a timeout there, Bob. They let a lot of time run off the clock.
Well, they had the first down, so they just wanted to get up to the line and try to snap it quickly. So the clock stops on the first down. Second down here in 10. Still got 2 timeouts left. Still got time, 45 seconds. And as long as you throw the ball and get out of bounds. Again, Holloman's shown he can throw it. Scares me that receiver getting behind our secondary, number 81. You just think he's considering later Robertson's going to make a catch. Second down and 10, 45 seconds to go. Holloman takes the direct snap, back to pass. Going to step up. Now he found some running room. Look out. Gets down to the 30-yard line. Going to be shy of the first time mark. They're going to have to take a timeout here, I do believe. Clock still runs, and now they take one with 34 seconds to go. Timeout Statesboro. We'll take one as well. No score with just 34 seconds left. The Statesboro trying to drive into field goal range. We'll be back after the timeout.
Dr. Michael Sharkey, a board-certified dermatologist and Mohs surgeon specializing in skin cancer, and Mrs. Heather Neesmith, physician assistant, are welcoming new patients for all your skin needs. Georgia Dermatology is a general and surgical dermatology practice specializing in the treatment of all types of skin disorders, removal of skin cancer, and Mohs skin cancer surgery. Call today at 427-4267 to set up your appointment with Georgia's premier dermatology and skin cancer specialist. Georgia Dermatology and Skin Cancer Center, with offices in Jesup, Blackshear, and Waycross, or visit them at gadurham.com.
Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by the Buccaneer Restaurant, Sheriff John Carter, and Billy Popple Car Sales.
3rd and 3 for the Blue Devils, with the time on the clock, the big factor, 34 seconds. The ball was inside the 30 to 29. I say another 10 yards, and Miller's got a shot at the field goal here, Joe.
I think you're right, Bob. I agree with you on that.
So, again, they've got one timeout left. They should take that 2 down to a 1. Haven't done it yet, but they took a timeout there, so they got 1 left. 34 seconds ago. Holloman back to pass. In trouble, and we're going to sack him back at the 36-yard line. And they're going to have to use their second timeout. Clock down to 26 seconds. Maybe not. Clock's running here. Are they going to take a timeout? What are they going to do? Clock running 20 seconds.
4th down, Bob. I think he's going to run it down and then take a Hail Mary, maybe.
I thought it was 3rd down. Clock said it was 3rd down.
Down markers.
Yeah, they're going to let it run down. They're going to just go to halftime 0-0. That's look like they're going to do it.
Throw the Hail Mary, maybe?
They're not even going to try it. Nope, they're going to take a timeout.
They're going to throw a Hail Mary. That's what I would think. He's got the arm, obviously, to get it there.
And big sack by Kendall Henderson that time by Wayne County. And the defensive line doing his job tonight, as the entire defense is. Again, it's just been fun to watch. We said at the pregame show, Joe, the question is how good can it be? And the answer is very, very good. They've shown it in 3 games. Again, they've not given up. Again, besides the 2 busted plays for Glenn Academy on the touchdowns, they haven't given up anything. It's just been lights out.
Lights
out against Athens. Lights out here tonight in the first half against the Blue Devils.
Yep.
And it's a young defense with a lot of players rotating in and out. I mean, you got to like what you see defensively. Offense is where you've got the concern right now, because that question mark at quarterback is becoming a bigger question mark, because right now nobody can get anything going. And the running game's just not clicking at all. Miller's going to try a field goal.
Wow, this is good. This is a 54-yard field goal, Bob.
54-yarder. He's got the leg.
That's the fake.
Look out. Snap is down, and that's going to be your low. So he's not going to make it. And then we come to the halftime locker room at 0-0. Your score, Wayne County 0, Statesboro 0. Send it back to Jonathan for the next 15 minutes.
As Farm Credit nears its 100th year of financing rural America, the Jesup office of Ag South Farm Credit would like to thank our farmers and rural customers for making us the strongest agricultural lending cooperative in the area. With more than 20 years experience and expertise in agricultural lending, Stacy Nobles understands your needs. Let him show you the benefits of doing business the cooperative way. Call Stacy at 912-530-7777. That's 912-530-7777. Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 889147.
I'm Mike Connor, managing partner of the Connor Law Group. I'm not an actor or a spokesperson. I'm a real lawyer who represents real people injured in automobile accidents. The Connor Law Group has been named one of America's best law firms by U.S. News & World Report, and we've been included among Georgia's top personal injury attorneys and super lawyers in Georgia Trend Magazine. We've obtained millions of dollars for injury victims in South Georgia. If you or someone you know is injured in a car accident, go to MikeConnor.com to find out why the Connor Law Group is the right choice for all the right reasons.
For years, there's been one name in seafood that everybody knows, the Buccaneer Club. Great steaks, delicious seafood, and that beautiful view of Sapelo and the marsh. Now you can get that same great seafood without having to drive to the coast. Now open, the Buccaneer Club in Jesup, at the intersection of Pine and Cherry next to McDonald's. All your favorites from the coast right here at home. Now open in Jesup, the Buccaneer Club.
If you're looking for a bargain on guns, case knives, or jewelry, then look no further than Eagle Pawn Shop, located on the Savannah Highway. Stop by or give them a call at 530-7666. Eagle's Pawn Shop has all the types of items for sale, including videos, fishing rods, golf clubs, but it specializes in gold, guns, and jewelry. Has great prices for those bargain hunters. When you're ready to deal and looking for a deal, look no further than Eagle's Pawn Shop on the Savannah Highway. Eagle's Pawn Shop's owner is James Van. He's ready to wheel and deal and make you an offer you can't refuse. Eagle's Pawn Shop, again, located at 1900 Savannah Highway. Stop by and see the man, James Van, today.
Halftime at Jacket Central. Thank you so much for joining us on Big Dog Country WIFO-FM. No score to report from JC Stadium. Statesboro and Wayne County 0-0 tie. To the scoreboard we go. We've got a lot of them finally, all at once. Jeff Davis 13, North Cobb Christian 7. That is at the half. In a seesaw affair, Glenn 14, Camden 10. At the half, Tatnall County 21, Beach 6. Jenkins 7, Appling County nothing. That is at the half. Drew 13, Lowndes 8. That one's also been back and forth. South Effingham 16, Southeast Bullock 7. Valdosta 14, Swainsboro 6. Vidalia 21, Toombs nothing. Braves on AM 1370, Fox Sports Radio. They are tied 1 apiece in the top of the 5th. 10:15 following the Braves on WLOP Fox Sports Radio. It's Washington at Boise State from Sports USA. No score, Statesboro, Wayne County. Thank you for joining us for halftime here at Jacket Central on WIFO.
Hello, my name is Chad Neesmith from Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup. At Neesmith, we have the biggest inventory of new and used vehicles around. We also have the best prices guaranteed. We know everyone wants the best vehicle at the best price. At Neesmith, we'll give you just that. We sell all makes and models from Lexuses, Nissans, BMWs, and of course all GM and domestic cars too. Best of all, if we don't have the vehicle on the lot you want, we can get it for you in just a day or two, tops. All we ask at Neesmith is before you buy to give us a chance to save you some money. We will have the best prices and give you the most for your trade guaranteed. So don't pay too much. Come and see us today and let us show you how we can get you into the vehicle you want at the lowest price, guaranteed. Only at Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup on Highway 341 towards New Brunswick. Or visit us online at neesmithnow.com. That's neesmithnow.com or at 912-427-2045. There ain't nothing wrong with the right price.
Interstate Credit Union has affordable loans for your lifestyle. Whatever the need may be, their low-rate loans will help you discover just how much life is easier when you can pay less for it each month. Find out how quick and simple it is to stop paying more for life. Call 800-822-1124 or go online at iufcu.org for an affordable way to get the cash you need. Apply today. Branches in Jesup, Baxley, Midway, and Hazelhurst. Federally insured by NCUA and Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 40859.
I was tired of my kitchen, but I wasn't sure how to fix it, so I called Kitchen Tune-Up. They offer 3 levels of service: cabinet reconditioning, refacing, and custom cabinet packages. They helped me decide on a strategy that made the most sense for me. And because every franchise is locally owned and operated, I worked with the business owner, not some part-timer. Kitchen Tune-Up did more than remodel my kitchen. Kitchen Tune-Up remodeled my expectations.
Visit your all-new Kitchen Tune-Up franchise located inside your local Sears Hometown store on South 1st Street in Jesup. Halftime at Jacket Central here on WIFO-FM. No score between Statesboro and Wayne County at the half. Lineup tonight on AM 1370. Following Braves baseball, they are tied at 1 on the top of the 5th. At 10:15, it's Washington and Boise State from Sports USA on WLOP Fox Sports Radio. On Saturday, 5:30, 7:30 on WIFO. Georgia Southern and West Virginia on FM 105.5, AM 1370, 550, and 705. Braves and Nationals in that game of the series on WLOP. That is on Saturday. Some quick scores. Valdosta 14, Swainsboro 6. Drew 13, Lowndes 8. Vidalia 21, Toombs nothing. Tatnall 21, Beach 6. Back and forth affair. Camden County is losing to Glen Academy 14-10. Jenkins 7, Appling County nothing. That is at halftime. No score here at Jacket Central. We are at the half. Statesboro and Wayne tied 0-0.
The excitement is in the air. School bells are ringing, whistles are blowing, and the Jackets are preparing to make a run at the state title. Here at Wayne County Farm Bureau, the excitement is contagious. We're offering great insurance rates with the hometown service you deserve. Your well-being is our top priority. Come in today and have Ricky Stringer, Scott Maddox, Dustin Dunham, or Miles Feltman conduct an insurance review and needs analysis for your family's peace of mind. We can be reached at 1322 West Orange Street or by phone at 427-9312.
Does your car or truck need a paint job or body repair? Call the experts at Lightsey's Body Shop. We are family owned and operated since 1978. Lightsey's Body Shop is one of the oldest and most reliable body shops in Wayne County. My staff and I are knowledgeable, courteous, and professional and can handle all your insurance needs. After an accident, the last thing you need is to deal with the insurance adjusters and the paperwork that is involved. Let us, the professionals at Lightsey's Body Shop, deal with the stress. And remember, you only need one estimate. We want you to know it's your vehicle and your choice who repairs it. Located on Rainier Road, just past the new Dollar General. Call us at 385-6193. That's 385-6193 for all your body shop needs. That's 385-6193. Come see me, Kelly Lightsey, at Lightsey's Body Shop on Rainier Road in Jesup.
Football season is back, and the Yellow Jackets are taking the field for another action-packed season. This is Lynn Lewis of First Southern Bank. We understand in today's fast-paced world, everyone seems to want all the convenience of big bank technology, but still want the personal attention that comes with the local bank. At First Southern, we can provide you with the technology and personal service that you've been looking for. With the newest mobile banking apps and online services, managing your money has never been easier. Give us a call at 588-1010 or stop by and see us at 927 South 1st Street in Jesup or one of our other locations in Waycross or Patterson. First Southern Bank, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We are at the half here at Jacket Central and at Donaldson Mandarin Field JC Stadium. No score between the Statesboro Blue Devils and the Wayne County Yellow Jackets. Thank you so much for joining us here on WIFO-FM Big Dog Country and worldwide at BigDogCountry.com and on our new app available in all 5 app stores. And to our listener in Argentina, we hope you're enjoying the Spanish language broadcast of Yellow Jacket football tonight on the internet. 0-0 Statesboro, Wayne County. Tatnall 21, Beach 6. That's at the half. Jenkins 7, Appling County 0. Drew 13, Lowndes County 8. Braves and Nationals tied at 1 in a game on AM 1370 Fox Sports Radio, top of the 5th. Following that, it's Washington at Boise State on WLOP. Valdosta on top of Swainsboro 14-6. South Effingham 16-7. Glenn 14, Camden 10. Jeff Davis is at the half. They are on top of North Cobb Christian. That is 13-7. And right now, time for Tommy Palmer's Top 10 Teams.
Of the prep football season, time for a look at this week's Top 10 Teams. Hello again, it's Tommy Palmer. After this timeout, we'll return with this week's Top 10 Teams. The Georgia High School Association would like to thank its corporate partners for their support of high school athletics and activities. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, Sports Authority, Georgia Electric Membership Corporation, Georgia Army National Guard, Regions Bank, Gatorade, Wilson, Sport Medicine South, Mizuno, Technical College System of Georgia, and EasyGo. High school football fans, every issue of In the Game High School Sports Magazine gives an insider's look at local athletes and coaches with feature articles including player spotlights, academic athlete, and rising star. Pick up your copy today at your local Flash Foods or Friendly Express, or subscribe by going to InTheGameMagazine.com. It's high school football up close and in the game. In the Game High School Sports Magazine. Let's head into week 3 and take a look at this week's top 10 teams. First, in Class A, here's the way it looks heading into this Labor Day weekend action. In at 10, it's Aquinas. Tie for 8th between Irwin County and Commerce. At number 7 in Class A, Landmark Christian. At 6, it's Perennial Power Charlton County. At 5, Prince Avenue Christian. At 4, Calvary Day. At number 3, it's Eagles Landing Christian. At 2, it's Marion County. And number 1, defending Class A private school champion, Mount Perrin Christian. Now let's take a look at Class AA this week. Lamar County in at 10. Darlington is 9. Vidalia is 8. Scriven County at 7. Wesleyan 6. Pace Academy 5. Macon County is at 4. Greater Atlanta Christian is 3. Fitzgerald is 2. And Benedictine Military of Savannah is number 1. Now Class AAA's top 10 this week, according to the Georgia Sports Writers Association. Tied for 9th and 10th between Central of Carrollton and Washington County. At 8, it's Cedar Grove. At 7, Pierce County. 6, Hart County. At 5, Elbert County. Number 4, Jefferson. 3, Westminster. At 2, it's Blessed Trinity. And at number 1, defending Class AAA champion, Calhoun. In Class 4A, Marist is in at 10. Cairo Syrup Makers are 9. Sandy Creek falls to 8. At 7, St. Pius 10. At 6, it's West Lawrence. At 5, Jonesboro. Number 4, Griffin. At 3, Cartersville. At 2, Woodward Academy. And at number 1, defending Class 4A champion, Buford. Now in Class 5A, here's your top 10. Kell falls and enters the poll at 10. East Paulding is 9. Glen Academy is 8. Lanier is 7. Mays is 6. Jones County 5. Stockbridge 4. Ware County 3. Houston County is 2. And defending 5A champion Northside of Warner Robins in at number 1. Now in Class 6A, Lassiter is 10, Norcross 9, Lee County 8, Mill Creek 7, Etowah 6, Roswell 5, Grayson 4, McEachern 3, Colquitt County 2, and Archer of Lawrenceville is at number 1. And that's this week's Top 10 Teams. This is Tommy Palmer. Thank you for listening.
And Tommy will be back following the game tonight on WIFO-FM with the high school scoreboard until midnight here on WIFO-FM. Back at Jacket Central, no score between Wayne County and Statesboro. Got a couple of quick score updates for you in a back-and-forth affair right now. At the half, Camden 17, Glen Academy 14. That one has seesawed back and forth throughout the entire game. And also another update here, Valdosta 21, Swainsboro 6. On AM 1370 Fox Sports Radio as we speak, Braves and Nationals tied at 1 in the top of the 5th. Following that game tonight on WLOP Fox Sports Radio at 10:15, Washington at Boise State from Sports USA. On Saturday, 5:50, 7:05 on WLOP, it's the Braves and the Nationals. And then on WIFO, Georgia Southern returns versus West Virginia, 5:30 and 7:30 on WIFO-FM. No score between Wayne and Statesboro. Thank you so much for joining us. Halftime here at Jacket Central. No score from Donaldson Mandry Field. Football Friday on WIFO-FM and worldwide at BigDogCountry.com.
At Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, the Give Me What You Got free sale is going full blast. Business is great. We're selling new Fords like never before. The best sales team around, Timmy Rozier, Carlos Rollerson, Gerald Stone, Bart Duncan, Joey Lee, and Andrew Cuneo are ready to deal your way. We are breaking records selling new Fords at Mike Birch Ford. Rebates are big and free 0% for up to 72 months if you prefer. All this added to Mike Birch Ford discounts means great deals for you. The last 10 days of August is your chance to give me what you got free. So stop the search and come to Mike Birch Ford. The house good service built. No pressure, no sales gimmicks, just good old-fashioned car trading. We'll treat you so good you'll send your friends and family to see us. I'm talking about the Give Me What You Got free sale at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. This is Sammy Dixon saying thank you. Thank you very much for your business. Remember, the new Ford F-150s are selling fast, so bring your trade and let's do business. You'll be glad you did.
Thinking about a new tractor this year? Don't buy until you check out the full line of McCormick tractors at Miles Tractor Company in Baxley. From 22 to 213 horsepower, McCormick is the affordable tractor to fit your needs. And right now, Miles Tractor has excellent financing offers that will make your purchase even easier. So come by today and see the friendly staff at Miles Tractor Company on Highway US 1 North in Baxley. McCormick, whatever the need, we have a tractor for that.
For all your lawn and gardening needs, visit the experts at Farmers and Gardener Supply in Jesup. Warm weather is here, and now is the time to get to Farmers and Gardener Supply and let Ed help you get what you need to make your yard the best-looking yard on the block this year. Farmers and Gardeners is also a Fertilome and high-yield dealer and carries Eukanuba dog food. Farmers and Gardener Supply, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 until 6, and Saturday, 7:30 until 4. Farmers and Gardener Supply, 547 Southwest Broad Street in Jesup.
When was your anytime?
When my 5-year-old dusted me in a race to the end of the block.
When my pints start turning into pounds.
When divorce closed one chapter of my life, but opened another.
Whenever you're ready, our door is always open at Anytime Fitness, and you'll always find the right tools and encouragement to keep you on track. Anytime Fitness. Get to a healthier place.
Anytime Fitness on South 1st Street in Jesup. Halftime at Jacket Central, no score between Statesboro and Wayne County from Donaldson Mandry Field. One more time through the scoreboard, Braves and Nationals tied at 1 on the top of the 5th. Drew 13, Lowndes 8, that one's getting old. Valdosta 21, Swainsboro 6, South Effingham 16, Southeast Bullock 7. Vidalia 21, Toombs nothing. At the half, Tatnall 21, Beach 6, Jeff Davis 13, North Cobb Christian 7, that is at the half. Back and forth affair right now. update on that. Camden 17, Glenn 14, Jenkins 7, Appling County nothing at the half. After the Braves game on WIFO-FM, it's Washington at Boise State from Sports USA on AM 1370 Fox Sports Radio. Following tonight's game, the Country Financial Postgame Show brought to you by Sean O'Quinn, your Country Financial representative. Then the high school scoreboard with Tommy Palmer until midnight. Going to send it back to JC Stadium. No score. Statesboro, Wayne County, thank you for joining us for Yellow Jacket Football on WIFO.
Imagine a life without glasses or contact lenses for activities such as swimming, baton twirling, or baseball. Sound impossible? It's not. Life without glasses or daytime contacts is not a dream. It is possible to enjoy clear vision 24 hours a day without the hassle of spectacles or daytime contacts by correcting your vision while you sleep with non-surgical Ortho-K. If you're tired of the inconvenience of daytime contact lenses and glasses, contact me, Creslin Odom, by calling 380-8007 or dropping by 007 Eyes located in the Old Winn-Dixie Shopping Center to learn more about wearing contacts while you sleep, not while you compete.
Hi, this is Ron Sluter. Are you looking to buy a new home, build your own personal home, or even refinance your existing home? I would like to introduce you to a new way of mortgage lending. Silverton Mortgage is a lender, not a broker, who funds, underwrites, and personally prepares your closing transaction, ensuring fast turnaround times and very low closing costs. No hidden costs, no hidden fees, no surprises. That's what separates Silverton Mortgage from the rest. If I can help you in any way with your purchase, construction, or refinance of a home, please give me, Ron Sluter, a call at 912-294-7609. NMLS number 917858, Georgia license number 35037.
Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by Georgia Dermatology, Dr. Michael Sharkey and Heather Neesmith, the Connor Law Group, and Lightsy's Body Shop.
We are at halftime, getting ready for the second half of this ball game, and it is a 0-0 defensive struggle. Again, our statistician Ricky Pruitt not with us tonight, so we don't have the stats for you at the first half, but there's not much to tell you. The stats are the punters. The punters are the highlights of the game. They punted about 5 times, 6 times apiece. They're both averaging about 42 yards a punt, and other than that, there hasn't been much going on.
The punter needed ice. The punters needed ice on their feet, Bob, from punting so much at halftime, I'll tell you.
Well, I can tell you it's a hard-hitting game on defense.
Yes.
Both defenses are hitting very hard, and, again, they're dominating the games. So if you're a coach at halftime, you're talking to your offensive unit saying, look, what's worked there out in the first half? Because if it worked, we need to run it here in the second half because not much is working. The only thing that worked for Wayne County was really the passes from Seth Clary to Trenton Jackson on the sidelines. And we really messed up on 4th and 4, had him wide open and just overthrew him. And that's really the opportunity that was missed by Wayne County. We make a first down there, and we probably get on the board.
Yeah.
Statesboro had a couple opportunities missed where they just overthrew the receiver on the deep pattern by Holloman. So, again, it's going to be interesting to see how Wayne County's offense can get in sync here in the second half, Joe, because offensively we've not been able to do much against this tough Statesboro Blue Devil defense. Again, we talked about in the pregame show, Statesboro wants to win this game awfully bad because, as you mentioned, none of those kids over there in that senior class have defeated the Wayne County football team in their career. So this is their last shot, and they like to do it. And plus, they do not want to go 0-2 after going 2-8 last year. Again, 2-8 is the worst record since 1939.
Wow.
I mean, they're just a few years removed from a state championship, but it's all falling apart for Coach Pennington and the Statesboro Blue Devil football program.
76 years, Bob.
That's a long, long time. So, again, they don't want to fall 0-2. They want to get to 1-1. Wayne County wants to get to 2-1, and someone's going to reach that goal here in this next half of football. But right now, it's been an offensive struggle by both teams.
Kicking game, we got to watch for the kicking game. Field goal, punt to flip, field position. Kicking game can be, special teams can be a real key here in the second half. Wayne's going to kick the ball to Statesboro to start the second half.
Yeah, good job our defense. The one thing Statesboro could not do in that last drive was to get a quarterback sack, and that's exactly what they got. Again,
That's right.
Coach Pennington was beside himself with his quarterback. Said, look, you got to know the situation, know what you're doing, and he just lost his whereabouts on that play.
A couple quick scores, Bob. Claxton 7, Bryan County nothing, third quarter. Colquitt County and Crisp County. Colquitt's up 7-0, and Lowndes has come back to take a 15-13 lead, over Drew High School.
Again, Wayne County and Statesboro, what's set for the second half action? We've got it for you right after the timeout.
When you purchase a used vehicle, you want to make sure it's dependable. So you need to make sure you buy it from this area's dependable used car dealership, Billy Popple Car Sales. For about 4 decades, people just like you have been buying their used vehicles from Billy Popple. At Billy Popple, you always get a good deal, but you receive so much more. Peace of mind. Take the worry out of buying a used car, truck, or SUV. Go to Billy Popple Car Sales, located at the intersection of Highway 341 and Sunset Boulevard in Jesup.
Building a winning team. That's what Coach Grooms and his staff strive for each day. Like our football team, Wayne Memorial Hospital builds its team each day by delivering world-class health care to its patients and community. As the Georgia Alliance of Community Hospitals Small Hospital of the Year and a Georgia Hospital Association Presidential Honor Roll winner, we are proud of our team and even prouder to be the official health care provider of the Yellow Jackets, Wayne Memorial Hospital, caring for the community.
It's time to get your taste buds in gear and racing to Damon's for great food. The name says fingers and wings, but you'll be blown away by crisp, fresh salads, handcrafted cooked-to-order burgers, fried mushrooms, quesadillas with homemade salsa, mucho chicken nachos, and the Baja burrito and homemade queso dip. As always, Monday through Friday lunch specials featuring a piping hot baked potato and grilled fingers. Having a party? Let Damon's do the cooking and provide the party room. Get it wild, mild, inferno, or insane. Call ahead or join the crowd at Damon's in Jesup, 588-9464. That's 588-WING.
This is Wayne County football on WIFO-FM Jesup.
Statesboro and Wayne County set for the second half, and Statesboro get the ball to start the second half, so Wayne County got it on the opening kickoff. What do you do offensively, Joe, if you're Coach Jody Groom's company? Where do we go?
I think we had some nice success when we kind of ran some quick slants and we rolled the pocket and we were able to, quarterbacks were able to get in space and find receivers. We had one called back. We did a good job of getting in space. Offensively, we had a couple nice runs with Tyler Jenkins early. We seemed to have a little bit of success running behind our big center, number 69, Cameron Padgett. Up the middle, but I think we need to get those receivers maybe doing those slants and try to get them in a little bit of space and let them make a play.
Now, what I'd like to see, I'm not the coach, but if I was drawing up the second half, I'd be in a too tight end formation. I start running the ball because that's what we had success doing. Tyler Jenkins has some success. Seth Clay Ransom, just being in the shotgun, you're 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage before you take the snap. So I think that's where the success was. I'd like to get back to running the ball a little bit and try to, tell that offensive line to, assert themselves and let's get something going offensively on the ground game. Here's the kick to start the second half. Statesboro is going to take it, and they'll be able to return it. That's Tupac Lanier at the 10, 15, gets to the 20, spins and gets to the 25-yard line.
Nice job in kick coverage by Bob, by number 34, freshman Gant Starling down there, Bob, was the first one down there, made the returner have to change his lane a little bit and did a nice job.
Another freshman getting playing time on a Friday night again, really working his way into that linebacking core, too. Pretty soon you're going to see him rotating in and out, doing a good job on that JV football team. 0-0 as we get set for the second half here. Statesboro starts with the ball. Again, their quarterback is a dual threat, showing the capability of throwing the ball, but is not really connected on any big plays in the air. So Holloman, the quarterback, 1st and 10, sends a man in motion, the high snap again, in trouble. Jackets chasing him, and the Jackets got him way back inside the 15, down near the 10-yard line. Big sack. The defense came flying in, and Holloman got hit. The high snap really hurt.
Boy, the high snap hurt him, and his momentum was going backwards. And that's just a disaster start for Coach Pennington and the Blue Devils. 10-yard loss, Bob.
Again, when they put Caleb at the linebackers, along with Littles and that Lamar Trent. Again, those are 3 pretty darn good linebackers. That defensive line with Sergeant Townsend, Henderson, Cobbs, and company really coming. No score, second down and a mile to go for a first down as they took a big, big loss on the sack. They run a sweep to the left side. He cuts it back, breaks the tackle, but only gets up to the 16-yard line.
Well, Bob, you made a great point here, being able to put Caleb Martin at linebacker. Caleb Martin is an all-region defensive end, and it shows the depth that we have on that line to take such a good player and move him at linebacker where he really helps out that linebacking core with his productivity.
Yeah, now they got him like on the defensive line, so we kind of rotate him. I guess he's just free-willing where he wants to be. Now it looks like he's going to move back to the linebacker position.
And the Wyatt brothers back there. Pretty strong defense. Second down and 20 for the Blue Devils. Again, it's a body or sweep to the right side, and again, nothing there. Wayne County snuffs
Great pursuit.
And again, number 20, right in the area, Kevin White. Again, the linebackers active defensive line. Again, Statesboro in fourth down territory, got to punt the ball back to Wayne County. So their first possession is 3 and out.
You know, they lost 7 yards on that possession, Bob.
First down was a disaster. The high snap and the sack, and a loss of 15. So Wayne County should come out in great field position, should start the first series of the second half on Statesboro's side of the field. Here's the kick, an end-over-end kick. Wayne County comes up and fields it at the 45, at the 40-yard line, inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Number 21. They're going to get Lamont Trent for a late hit, Bob.
So, again, Wayne County's going to get flagged here, which is going to take away the excellent field position, and Coach Kreger's not going to be happy about that. So that's going to cost him 15 yards.
We would have had the ball, Bob, around the 38-yard line. Now we're going to go back onto our side of the field.
And the defensive coach is not happy with the linebacker. But, again, he's just a sophomore. But in the heat of battle, you got to keep your composure. We talk about it all the time. You got to know where you're at. You got to keep your composure. Stuff like that can cost you football games. So instead of starting on their 35, we're going to have to be all the way back to Wayne County's 45-yard line. So, again, that's a huge, huge penalty. And Statesboro defense digs in. Let's see who's at the quarterback position to start this series.
Nolan Grooms.
It is the freshman Nolan Grooms. So, again, we're 55 yards away from a score. It's a scoreless game, 10-11 to go, third quarter. Nolan Grooms in the shotgun, going from left to right if you look at your radio dial. We run the middle, Tyler Jenkins. Jenkins gets it up to about the 48-yard line. A 3-yard gain, no flag.
Thought he got a little horse collar there, Bob. What'd you think?
I couldn't tell. No flag. Second down and 7. Clock runs 9:53 and going. Still not much on the ground offensively. Just can't seem to get anything going on the ground. Nolan Grooms, the freshman, starts the second half here. See if he can get us going. Second down and 7. 9:40 to go. Going to roll with it, going to keep it, going to run and get to midfield and down to the 48-yard line of Statesboro. So we're on their side of the field, but it's going to set up a 3rd and about 4 for Wayne County. Picked up 3. 3rd and 4 with 9:23 to go in the third quarter, and just not able to get much going offensively either side, Statesboro or Wayne County. It's just been a defensive game with a lot of punts. And a scoreless 0-0 game as we wind down the third quarter with 9 minutes and 5 seconds and counting as Nolan Grooms faces 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 from the 49 of Statesboro. Going to run Jenkins up to the guy. Got a hole there. Got a first down. Still on his feet. Inside the 35, down to the 34. Tyler Jenkins finds a hole. Cameron Padgett, the offensive line, opened it up. And a big 15-yard gain, Joe.
Nice job by Cameron Padgett, Rob, firing off the ball. And, again, run right behind him for a big gain. That's where we've had success, running behind Big Cameron tonight.
So we get it down to the 34-yard line. And Seth Clary back in at QB. 1st and 10, 34 yards out are the Yellow Jackets. 8:45, third quarter. Trying to get on the board. Again, it's going to be Seth Clary with the keeper. Seth going right side, inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line. Nice gain by the QB. Again, that's his forte, running that read option. Did a good job there. Found the hole on the right side and picked up a good 7 yards. Second down and 3. Clock runs 8:23. No score, but we're moving now, Joe, down to the 26-yard line of Statesboro.
Nice job by Seth, Bob, taking the option and immediately cutting it upfield, going north-south.
Second and short, 26 yards from pay dirt are the Yellow Jackets. Jenkins going to get the ball. Jenkins dives inside the 25, gets down to about the 22, and should have 1st and 10. Wayne County, he does. Stop the clock, move the chains. Wayne County wants to go in the hurry up. 8:06 as they stop the clock and move the chains. 22 yards out are the Yellow Jackets. 1st and 10, Wayne County on the move. Seth Clary to Jenkins, no. Clary's going to keep it himself. Clary gets hit by the linebacker right at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Clock runs under 8 minutes. Second down and 10. Good job of the linebacker. Yeah. Statesboro read that well. And, again, just stepped up and met Seth Clary, who had the ball. No gain. 2nd and 10. 7:43 and ticking. Again, Wayne County trying to get on the board here, quarter number 3. Are we in field goal range? That's the question mark, Joe. Ball's at the 22-yard.
39-yard field goal from here, Bob.
2nd and 9, trying to hit pay dirt. Can the Yellow Jackets find the end zone? 2nd down, 9, 7:23. Seth looks at the sideline, gets the play. Seth going to keep it on a quarterback draw up the middle, breaks a tackle, gets inside the 15, down to about the 13-yard line. May have a 1st and 10. Depends on the spot. I think he's going to be a little bit shy.
Again, Bob running.
Sets up 3rd and about 2.
Oh, they marked it
back.
They
marked it back to the 15-yard line.
Bob, again, having a lot of success running straight up the middle behind big number 69, center Cameron Padgett.
Key 3rd down. 3rd and 2. The ball 15 yards away from pay dirt. Tranquil Holloway going to take the direct snap. Tranquil Holloway bounces to the outside, still fighting, still keeping his feet, gets down near the 10-yard line. Should have the 1st and goal from the 10. Going to mark it at the 11, but I still think he's got the 1st down. That is 1st down yards if he's got to the 11, right?
Yes, Walker Reddish in at quarterback, Bob.
Yeah, 1st and goal from the 11, so we can pick up a 1st down to 1. And Wayne County about to take the lead, and Walker Reddish going to check in at tight end. Tranquil Holloway is going to play Wildcat, and they got Jeremiah Little's a linebacker in there as a blocking back, Joe.
Yes.
First time we've seen that. Caleb Martin and Jeremiah Little, two linebackers are blocking for Tranquil Holloway. Holloway, right side, finds inside the 10, gets down at the 8-yard line. So a new formation for Wayne County. They're 2 linebackers, Jeremiah Littles and Caleb Martin, blocking backs. And now Nolan Grooms comes back in at quarterback with a bunch of receivers.
Coach Grooms is always good every week, Bob, to put a wrinkle in each opponent that no one's ever seen before, and I believe that was it tonight.
2nd down and about 8. 5:55, 3rd quarter. Best opportunity tonight to put points on the board, Joe. Nolan Grooms going to give up the middle. No, he's going to keep it and go in for the touchdown. Did he get in? No, he fumbled the ball. Statesboro says they got the ball at the 1-yard line. Flags came flying in just to mark the ball. Who's got the ball? Statesboro's got the ball. Looked like Grooms was going to get in for the touchdown, got hit the goal line. The ball's jarred loose, and a player down for Statesboro. Tough break for Wayne County as we lose it at the goal line.
Great fake by Nolan Grooms. He faked everyone in the park out. I thought he got in for the touchdown, Bob.
That's one of those ones you wish you had instant replay in high school football. But again, all those little beanbags came flying.
They did. They came flying right out.
And then they decided Statesboro's got the ball. But look what they've got at the 1-yard line. They've not been able to do anything against our defense. So we just got to step up defensively and get a big 3-and-out here.
Nice drive by the Yellow Jackets, Bob, taking the ball methodically downfield. It just, it hurts when you turn that ball over in the red zone, especially inside the 5. That hurts.
Yeah, we talked about the one thing Nolan does not have, and that's a lot of body weight. Again, that's a big defensive line, and he took a lick, and the ball jarred loose, and he's very upset over there on the sidelines. But again, he'll get many more opportunities. He's got to shake that off.
A couple scores, Bob. Drew 20, Lowndes 18. Braves 1, Nats 1, bottom of the 6th. Appling 7, Jenkins 7. Remember, Jenkins beat Appling last year. Valdosta and Swainsboro are in a lightning delay, but last we had, Valdosta was up 28-6 over Swainsboro.
And time's been called as the Statesboro player's down, but they're bringing him to his feet, so hopefully he's going to be okay. But again, a big collision at the goal line, ball jarred loose, and again, it was a question of mark who had the ball, but the officials ruled Statesboro comes away with it, and they nullify a score for Wayne County at the moment. But where they're at, Joe, I like the chances of a possible safety here as the ball's at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Bob. Right here on the 1-yard line, this is where, do you go under center here or do you still stay in the shotgun? The snap has been questionable at times.
Yeah, I never understand these teams in shotgun in this situation why you're not under center, because all you're doing is putting yourself 4 yards in the end zone, which just makes the chance of a safety that much more for the defense.
And he's in the shotgun.
He's in the shotgun. So, again, you better get rid of it quickly. You better find some running room. 1st and 10 from the 1 for Statesboro. They take the snap, and they run up the middle, and they get it up near the 5-6-yard line, still running with the ball. Statesboro.
Beanbag came out. A beanbag came out, Bob. I think Wayne County's got it.
He's got the ball. A fumble on the play, and the Yellow Jackets get it back. Jeremiah Littles and Wayne County come up with a loose football, and Wayne County's got a right back, 1st and goal at the 7.
Saw the beanbag, Bob. I didn't see it come out. I just saw the ref throw a beanbag.
So they're going to mark it at the 6. 1st and goal at the 6 for Wayne County, and who comes in the QB? It's going to be Seth Clary, number 4. But here we go, Joe, with a chance to get on the board at the 5:31 mark at the 3rd quarter. 1st and goal at the 6.
Tyler Jenkins is going to be flanked to Seth's left. The ball is on the right hash.
And Dylan Leach in, the tight end, number 87. 1st and goal at the 6. They give to Tyler Jenkins. No, Seth's going to keep it. Seth dives. Did he get in? No, signal touchdown, Wayne County. Seth Clary's in from 6 yards out. 5:25 3rd quarter, and we break the ice. We're on the board at 6-0 and have the lead here at JC Stadium. Senior Seth Clary from 6 yards out and the touchdown.
Big touchdown for the Yellow Jackets, Bob.
Big turnover by our defense to get it back. And now the PAT to make it a 7-0 ball game. Austin Cruz with the PAT. It's up, and it's good. 7-0 Wayne County. 5:25 to go, 3rd quarter. We'll be back with a kick in 30 seconds.
This is your Sheriff, John Carter. Wish the Jackets the best of luck this football season. Also, I congratulate our band, our cheerleaders, and our Lady Jackets for their strong work ethic and dedication. I hope this season is full of success and a lot of wins. But win or lose, always remember that Wayne County supports your efforts and commitment. Sting 'em Jackets all season long. This is your Sheriff, John Carter, proudly serving our community.
Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce, your Sears Hometown Store, and Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance.
Wayne County finally on the board, 7-0 Wayne County. Here's a kick. Lanier takes it, fumbles it, has it to 15, to 20. Trying to get to the far side, won't get there. Wayne County's defensive kick coverage very good. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. 5-17, 3rd quarter, we have the lead, 7-0.
Excellent kick, excellent coverage. The Yellow Jacket special team doing a nice job here tonight, Bob.
Just a tremendous job of that defense to get that ball back. After 2 plays, after we fumbled at the 1-yard line. Again, they fumbled at the 6, and we get it back and take it in on the first play by senior quarterback Seth Clary. 7-0 Wayne County, 5:17 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Holloman again, the quarterback. Again, it's a body sweep right. And again, a big hit by Wayne County's linebacker, Jeremiah Lewis. Jeremiah put on a show here tonight, Joe, that linebacker spot.
Great job. Great pursuit by Jeremiah, Bob. He came in and, you know, he's someone you have to account for on defense. You cannot let him run free because he's going to clean up tackles left and right.
Yeah, that's his second big hit. He just caused a big fumble, recovered the fumble. Second big hit of the night. 7-0 Wayne County, 4:49 3rd quarter, and the defense digging in now with this lead. And again, they're doing their job up front. Again, Kincaid, Caleb Martin, Jeremiah Littles. And we mentioned the sophomore Lamont Trent, and a flag or official timeout here as the cornerback trying to tie his shoe for Wayne County. So the official gives him that opportunity to do just that over there on the far side of the field. Wayne 7, Statesboro 0, trying to beat the Blue Devils for the 4th straight time. And that's number 24, Royal White, tying his shoe. Holloman and Statesboro, no gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Again, that sweep just not working. Now they're going to throw out there in the flat. They got a man complete for about a 3-4 yard gain up to the 28-yard line. 4-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6. 4:22 and running here. 3rd quarter, Wayne County finally on the board here at JC Stadium, looking to go 2-1 on the campaign and beat the Blue Devils for the 4th straight season.
Quick score of interest off Bob Pierce 7, Bacon 7.
4:06, 4:05. 3rd down. And they're going to throw it in the flat again. They got a completion in the 1st down across the 40 up to the 41-yard line. So the Blue Devils starting to go to the air in a little slant game.
Pitch and catch.
And again, a catch made by number 23 for the Blue Devils for the 1st down up across the 40 to the 41. And again, that's Lanier coming out of the backfield, the running back, Tupac Lanier, 1st and 10, Blue Devils. 3:53 and counting, third quarter, the Blue Devils on the move up to the 42-yard line of Statesboro. 2 straight passes by Holloman. Holloman gives up the middle this time, a little hole, and a nice run up to the 48-yard line.
Nice counter. They faked the jet sweep to the right, and then they ran the other tailback with the counter up the middle, and we over-pursued that one. Bobbinet hit us for a nice gain.
Picked up 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Clock runs at 3:22, third quarter. Wayne County 7, Statesboro 0. Yeah, we're glad you're with us here on Big Dog Country, FM 105.5.
Statesboro, 4 wide receivers again, Bob, 2 at each side.
2nd down and 4 for Statesboro. Holloman takes the snap, rolls to the right. Now he's going to run across the frame, not going to get there. Henderson's got him from behind, but he breaks the tackle. They blow a whistle, they did not, and he gets inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line. No whistle blown, and Holloman escapes a tackle by Kendall Henderson and gets a big gain and a 1st down near the 37 of Wayne County.
We had him wrapped up. It just seems like we let him go, and there was no whistle. Big play. Good job by the quarterback, Bob, to be conscious, never heard a whistle, and to keep the play moving.
Unlike Henderson, I thought he was down on the ground, but he got out of there. Nice escape. Houdini act by Holloman. 2:43, 2:42, 1st and 10 from Wayne's 37. Wayne leads 7-zip. Again, they go back to the sweep, right side, nothing doing. Now they cut it inside for a couple of yards down to the 33-yard line of Wayne County. And again, that's number 14 for the Blue Devils. That's Corey Gibson. Oh, sorry, Davis. Jalen Davis, the running back. So Davis on the leader, they rotate those guys on the sweep.
Kalen Roberts, junior linebacker, checking in for the first time tonight, Bob.
A gain of 3, 2nd down, 7. As we approach the 2-minute mark of the third quarter, we lead 7-zip. But Statesboro on the move here, 32 yards out. And they're going to run a sweep again, far side. Fumble on the play, and who's got the ball? Statesboro got it back.
Got a quick score, Camden 17, Glen Academy 14.
Yeah, that was a big game down there, Glen. Camden 17, Glen 14. 1:43, we lead 7-zip. A big fumble, but Statesboro got it back. It sets up a 3rd down and 8. The ball at the 36-yard line of Wayne County.
Bob, Statesboro's been throwing a lot of these quick hitches. I look for maybe Coach Pennington to look at maybe try to do a hitch and go here. I mean, he's hit us about 3 times on this drive with a quick 7-8 yard hitch. Watch a pump fake here.
3rd and long, and here comes a flag out again. Yeah, I think we're going to get a sideline warning against Wayne County. That's what we're going to get. They threw one on Statesboro the first half, so they feel like they got to even things out and throw one on us in the second half. 3rd and long, key down here, 1:15 to go. Holloman straight drop, looking downfield, throws downfield, got a man complete inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line. Lanier comes out of the backfield, 1st and 10, Blue Devils, knocking at the door. Big catch by the Blue Devils. And a man down for the Blue Devils back here at the 42, one of the big linemen down. And that's McBride, Brandon McBride. So we got a break in the action, your score. Wayne 7, Statesboro 0, but the Blue Devils inside the 20, down at the 16 when we come back after the timeout.
Big G, little O, go Jackets go. Big G, little O, go Jackets go. The Wayne County Chamber of Commerce congratulates Great Southern Wood as the business of the month. As we move into our new school year, the Chamber also congratulates our Wayne County school system for all of its accomplishments. The Chamber and its members proudly cheer for the Wayne County Yellow Jackets and wish them much success this year. Big G, little O, go Jackets go.
Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by First Southern Bank, Anytime Fitness, Miles Tractor, and Ed Exley's Farmers and Gardeners Supply.
1:07 to go here as we get set for this big play by the Statesboro Blue Devils. 1st and 10, the ball at the 16-yard line of Wayne County. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Holloman and Statesboro deep in our territory, the 16 on 1st and 10. And they're going to go back to pass. Throw over the middle. Got a man complete inside the 10. But there's a penalty flag down here on the sideline. This could be an ineligible man downfield, as they've seen a lot of those in this ball game. It's a big penalty here if it's against Statesboro. Illegal procedure against the Blue Devils. That's big.
Interesting score we just got, Bob. Burke 14, Griffin nothing, halftime. And that game is in Griffin.
That's big.
Wow.
So here we go. The ball back at the 21. 1st and 15 for the Blue Devils. That's a big penalty against Statesboro for Wayne County. Again, they continue to shoot themselves in the foot with dumb penalties. 1st and 15. Holloman back to pass. Throws over the middle again. Got a man, and it's going to be pass interference. Yep. All over the back of number 3 was Isaiah Kincaid. No doubt about it. That's a pass interference. And again, Wayne County pleading the case, but again, that was obvious contact before the ball got
Wayne's going to try to say it was uncatchable, but he had a handful of jersey.
Yeah.
Good call by the referee, Bob.
Yeah, that's legit. Again,
it gives him a first down. You know, the yardage will be half the distance, but the big thing is it gives him a reset of the downs.
Again, they just got a 5-yard penalty, but they just picked up a half the distance to the goal penalty here. Let's see where they mark it. They're marking it down at the 11-yard line.
So they're going to have first and, because it won't be a first down, so it's going to be first and about 5.
1st and 5. The ball at the 11-yard line. Holloman takes the snap, and they're going to run up the middle, and nothing doing. Wayne County right there to wrap him up. So it's 2nd down and 5. Getting good surge by the defensive line. Caleb Martin in there, Kendall Henderson in there. Number 90 in there as well for the Wayne County Yellow Jackets.
Bob, it's really great when you got a player like Caleb who's so versatile.
Shaheem Black, another defensive lineman, another youngster, sophomore. 2nd and 5, clock at 4 seconds where they get it off before the third quarter comes to an end. They do. And they're going to run up the middle and get absolutely nowhere again. So they'll come up 3rd and 5 when we come back. We're heading to the 4th and final frame. But again, Statesboro knocking at the door down to 11. But they come up on 3rd and 5 when we come back. 4th quarter about to begin. Your score, Wayne County 7, Statesboro 0.
Is it the same old routine for lunch? Yes. You pay close to $10 for a burger or a taco you really don't want. Well, stop it. Eat a wholesome meal for a change from Sybil's Family Restaurant in Jesup. Sybil's Lunch Buffet. Everything from entrees and veggies to a DIY salad. Real food, good food, fresh food, healthy food. Sybil's Family Restaurant open for breakfast at 6 and then the lunch and dinner buffets. Friday nights, it's the seafood buffet. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? It is. Make Sybil's Family Restaurant in Jesup a part of your day today. North 1st Street in Jesup.
Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by the Interstate Credit Union, Ag South Farm Credit, and Silverton Mortgage.
Big play here for the Blue Devils on 3rd and 5 from the Wayne County's 11-yard line as the 4th quarter about to begin. It's a 7-0 game on a 6-yard run by Seth Clary. Only score of the game. We've got 12 minutes left. Joe, can we hang on and get our 4th straight win against the Blue Devils?
Here's the question I have for you, Bob. Thinking ahead here. Is this 4-down territory, or do you kick the field goal and put it within a 1 score to take the lead?
Well, there's so much you got to go with the field goal. You know, I think
you go for it.
Right. Your defense is playing good. Like I said, it's just like situation last time. If you don't make it, you got them pinned inside the 5-yard line. So I think this is definitely 4-down territory. Why they continue to try to run the ball against defense, I have no idea, but all their success has been in the air on the drives, so while they're not still throwing it, it's good news for us. Just keep running it because our defense is going to shut that down. 3rd and 5. Again, they can pick up a first down inside the 5. Oh, this is 2 big plays here for our defense. Came over the turnover a while ago, kept him out of the end zone. And we'll see if we can do the same.
Statesboro again looks like they're going to go to the same package. 2 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. A quarterback with a tailback flank to his right. This has been the formation they've been in most of the night.
3rd and 5 from the 11. And did we jump off sides? No flags thrown. We get back. They take the snap. Again, they're going right side, and they're going to get some success. He dives. Did he get in?
Now, where did he fumble? Did he fumble out of the end zone? It's a touchback for Wayne County.
Right, he fumbled
the
out
refs are talking about it.
That's a 1st and goal at the 1 yard line. That's where that is. Slipped out of bounds. 1st and goal, Statesboro at the 1. Almost got to the end zone, but did not get there. They push them out the 1 yard line. So it's 1st and goal at the 1 for the Blue Devils with 11:52 to go in the 4th quarter.
Camden 24, Berlin Academy 14.
11:52 to go here, and Statesboro within a yard of getting within 1 point of tying this game, Joe. But again, with the ball at the 1 inch line, they're in the shotgun. That just drives me crazy. And the quarterback's going to take it and dive in. Did he get in? He did. Holloman's in from 1 yard out. It's a 7-6 game, 11:48 to go in the ball game. PAT away from a tie game. Nice drive by the Blue Devils.
Blue Devils did a good job, Bob, methodically driving it downfield. Made some good 3rd down conversions. And now they're a PAT from tying the game at 7.
So they're going to try to make it a 7-7 game with 11:48 to go. Now all of a sudden it's gotten exciting, Joe. First half kind of boring, 0-0, but now we got a barn burner, 7-7. If he makes the PAT. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. He missed it.
Shades of the rain game.
Shades of 2 years ago. Levante Larry's blocked. Final 7-6 Wayne County. Could it be deja vu?
Oh, boy, Coach Pennington. Bob, he's just beside himself.
11:48 to go. We'll be back with the kick in 30 seconds.
Dr. Michael Sharkey, a board-certified dermatologist and Mohs surgeon specializing in skin cancer, and Mrs. Heather Neesmith, physician assistant, are welcoming new patients for all your skin needs. Georgia Dermatology is a general and surgical dermatology practice specializing in the treatment of all types of skin disorders, removal of skin cancer, and Mohs skin cancer surgery. Call today at 427-4267 to set up your appointment with Georgia's premier dermatology and skin cancer specialist. Georgia Dermatology and Skin Cancer Center, with offices in Jesup, Blackshear, and Waycross, or visit them at gadurham.com.
Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by the Buccaneer Restaurant, Sheriff John Carter, and Billy Popple Car Sales.
7-6, Yellow Jackets lead by 1. About to get the ball back. Statesboro about to kick it away to Wayne County. Again, 2 years ago, the final was 7-6 in a torrential rain. Levante Larry blocked the PAT after a touchdown, and the Yellow Jackets got out with a big win, 7-6.
Bob, you don't think they tried an onside kick here, do you?
Too much time. I
agree, because this guy's kicking it out of the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Just play field position. Why gamble now? You just got yourself back in the game. Here's the kick. Good high kick, and It's going to be, again, out of the end zone. Wayne County 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So Miller upset with the PAT, shows his leg and kicks it out of the end zone.
Quick, another interesting score, Bob. Bacon County 14, Pierce County 7.
Wayne County 1st and 10 at their own 20, and who's going to quarterback this drive for the Yellow Jackets? It'll be Seth Clary, number 4. 11:48 to go. Can we maintain this 1 point advantage? Keep in mind they got a great kicker, so field goal range could be a factor. Seth's going to keep it. Seth's going to pitch at the last minute and does to Yoder. Yoder back to the line of scrimmage at the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 10, no gain. Clock runs 11:37. Game is 7-6, Wayne County by a point. Not much offense on the other side. Both teams had nice drives on their last drives for touchdowns. Jackets trying to keep this momentum here. 11:22 to go in the ball game. Seth Clary, your QB. Got to run it to the left side, trying to get to the corner. It gets a block, and flag comes out. So, again, I think we're going to have a hold out there on the far side against Wayne County as the Yellow Jackets are in retreat mode. This is going against the Yellow Jackets here. Tranquil Holloway going to check in for Wayne County, but this is going against Wayne County. Holding against the Yellow Jackets. 11-12, 4th quarter action, 7-6 Wayne County.
Bob, feels like the momentum has swung into the Blue Devils' favor. We had all the momentum to go up on 7-0 on the touchdown, And now the Blue Devils came back, and now to score, and now it seems like they're starting to get the momentum back.
So the ball back at the 10-yard line. Second down. And 20 to go. Second and 20 for the Yellow Jackets at their own 10. Got to be careful here, Joe. Don't want to turn it over here.
Yeah.
Second down and 20. Seth got a pump fake. Roll to the right. Statesboro chasing. He throws across the middle, and is it caught? Incomplete. They say the ball hit the ground. Yoder tried to make a shoestring catch, but to no avail. Brings up 3rd and 20 with 10:58 to go in the fourth and final frame. And again, if we don't convert here, Statesboro's going to come out here in pretty good field position.
That's right. Sure are.
And again, keep in mind, they're just a field goal away from taking the lead. They've got a guy that can, if he connects, can hit it pretty good. Big play. We need some yardage here, Joe. 3rd and 20. 10:58. Be interested what the call is here. 3rd and 20. They're going to run it up the middle. There goes Holloway. Holloway trying to bounce to the outside. Bounces back to the inside. Has some yardage. Got it. Close for the first time. Did he get it?
Got it. Tranquil Holloway.
Up to the 32-yard line. The sophomore, 1st and 10. Yellow Jackets. What a run. Needed 20. Got 22.
Great run by Tranquil Holiday. Bob, we have an international audience. Holloway. We have an international audience. We have the mayor in Argentina, and our Chris Carr just sent me he is listening in Japan tonight.
Japan.
How about that?
That's good stuff. Nolan Groom's back in, going to run it. Nolan gets it up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 3. Second down, 7 clock. Under 10.5 minutes left to go. We lead at 7-6.
Argentina and Japan. Truly an international following, Bob.
It is world famous.
That's right. We want to thank those folks for listening. And, you know, with Jonathan creating the Big Dog WIFO app has really made it easier for folks to access the games online if they can't be near their radio. So a big shout-out to Jonathan for thanks. But we appreciate those folks listening to us.
Injury timeout, your score. Wayne County 7, Statesboro 6. We'll be back after the timeout.
As Farm Credit nears its 100th year of financing rural America, the Jesup office of Ag South Farm Credit would like to thank our farmers and rural customers for making us the strongest agricultural lending cooperative in the area. With more than 20 years experience and expertise in agricultural lending, Stacy Nobles understands your needs. Let him show you the benefits of doing business the cooperative way. Call Stacy at 912-530-7777. That's 912-530-7777. Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 889147.
Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by Wayne Memorial Hospital, Dr. Thomas Chasse, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, and Neesmith Chevrolet.
Second down and 7 for Wayne County. 10:18 left to go in the game. We lead it by 1, 7-6. And Nolan Groom's in now, a quarterback for Wayne County. After the injury timeout for Statesboro. Second down and 7. Yellow Jackets freshman back in there on 2nd and 7. And Nolan's going to keep it. Nolan going to run, trying to get to the corner. Nolan showing good speed, and Dye is going to be well shy of the first down marker, but up near the 40-yard line, up near the 38, 39-yard line. About a 4-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 for the Yellow Jackets.
Nice job by Nolan, Bob, to hold the ball and get some yardage. Brings up, again, a manageable 3rd and 3. But great job by Tranquil Holloway, Bob, to get us that first down and flip that field position.
It's a great run on 3rd and 20 to get 22 yards for the 1st and 10. Key 3rd down here, 3rd and 4 from our own 39-yard line. Can we pick up the first down? Nolan going to keep it. Nolan trying to run. He has the first down and more across the 45 up to the 47, 48-yard line. Nice play by the freshman quarterback, Nolan Grooms. Dives for the yardstick and has the 1st and 10.
I think, Bob, we talked about it a little bit in the pregame, and again, he showed us an excellent burst of speed. The freshman has a lot of tools throwing the ball, but his ability to run, it should not be underestimated.
1st and 10, the ball up near midfield at our own 49-yard line. Clock under 10 minutes now. 9:50, we lead by a .76. Nolan gives to the running back, Holloway. Holloway, more running room, 45, 40, down to the 38-yard line. Another big run by the sophomore running back, Tranquil Holloway. 1st and 10, Wayne County, 38 yards away from pay dirt, and a big, big score if we can pick it up here in the 4th quarter. 9:40, they stop the clock, move the chains. Clock runs, 9:39 and counting. 1st and 10, Nolan Grooms and Company. Nolan gives to the running back, Tyler Jenkins, and Jenkins fumbled the ball, and they say he's down.
Good call by the referees.
Gain of about 1. 2nd down and 9, but the clock runs. It's 9:25. A big ally for Wayne County is that clock as we lead by 1 here. Both teams with all 3 timeouts left. 9-minute mark approaches here. Wayne County 2nd down and 10. They say no gain on the play. Yellow Jackets come up. 2nd down and 10 for the freshman. Nolan Grooms back to pass. Looks downfield. Throwing long over the middle. Incomplete. Short hopped it to Trenton Jackson, number 1, down near the 20-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 10.
We just missed him. He was open. Looked like Nolan threw that a little bit off his back foot, Bob. He didn't step into it. But Trenton ran down the seam, was open. Brings up a big 3rd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
3rd and 10 stops the clock at 9:01. 9:01 left. 7-6 Yellow Jackets here at JC Stadium, Donaldson Madry Field. Instead of another good crowd here at the stadium. Weatherman cooperated throughout the evening. No rain in sight. 3rd and 10. Nolan back to pass. Rolling to the left. Looking downfield. Throws on the run. Got a man, and it's incomplete.
No, he got it.
He did catch it. A catch. Is that Yoder?
White.
Joseph, or Kevin White.
Joseph
White, number 10. White with the catch. What a catch. I thought it was on the ground, but they say he caught it. That's
nice
a first down. Big first down for Wayne County.
Nice throw by the freshman, Bob, showing good arm strength. He threw it to the outside part of the, towards the sideline where it was either going to be caught or it was going to go out of bounds.
Ball at the 25. The Statesboro Seth Clary back in a QB. 1st and 10 Wayne County. Seth going to run. Seth rolling to the right. Gets to the 20. Gets to the 15. Down to the 10-yard line is Seth Clary. Should be good for a first down. It is. It'll be 1st and goal. Yellow Jackets at the 10. Nice run by the senior QB, Seth Clary. 8:29 left to go in the ball game. And the Yellow Jackets looking for a knockout punch here.
And boy, Bob, this has been a nice drive by the Yellow Jackets. Started at the 20, was actually down back inside the 15. And now we're here. It's going to be 1st and goal right from the 10-yard line.
And a throw and catch by Joseph White from Nolan Grooms, the big play of the drive. 1st and 10. Seth Clary going to keep it again. Seth Clary gets a hard hit at the 6-yard line. Man, he took a wallop.
Right back up.
Hard 4-yard pickup, and another player down from Statesboro, another injury timeout. Break any action, 8:03 left. Wayne County knocking at the door when we come back. Wayne 7, Statesboro 6, back after the timeout.
I'm Mike Connor, managing partner of the Connor Law Group. I'm not an actor or a spokesperson. I'm a real lawyer who represents real area businesses. The Connor Law Group has been named one of America's best law firms by U.S. News and World Report, and we've been included among Georgia's top attorneys by Super Lawyers and Georgia Trend Magazine. The Connor Law Group is a reliable legal resource for businesses that need a law firm to effectively and aggressively handle disputes and business litigation. Visit theconnorlawgroup.com. The Connor Law Group is the right choice for all the right reasons.
Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by Vans Auto Mart, Sybil's Family Restaurant, and 007 Eyes.
Wayne County down at the 7-yard line.
Couple quick scores. Brainley County 14, Islands of Savannah nothing, and Pearson Bacon are now tied at 14.
Wayne County comes up 2nd and goal from the 5 here. 2nd and goal from the 5. Clock at 8:03 in a 7-6 game. Wayne County looking for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter with 8:03 on the clock. Again, in at tight end for Wayne County, number 87, Dylan Leach, a junior, H-back. Tranquil Holloway in at tailback. Has some nice runs on this drive. 2nd and goal from the 5. Seth Clary going to give to Holloway. Holloway's got it. Holloway dives. Did he get in? No signal to say he's shy at the goal line. They get him down at the 1-yard line. Unbelievable. Thought he got in, but they say he's down to 1, which brings up 3rd and goal from the 1.
We're going to a big Wildcat package, Bob. Kayla Martin and Jeremiah Little's checking in. Holloway's probably going to take this direct snap.
Alex Reddish also, or Walker Reddish also checking in for Wayne County. Walker Reddish in a tight end. Tranquil Holloway from the Wildcat formation, and Statesboro wants a timeout. They get a timeout before the snap. So Statesboro takes a timeout here. We'll take one as well. 7:16 left. When we come back, it's 3rd and goal from the 1. 7-6 Wayne County after the timeout.
For years, there's been one name in seafood that everybody knows, the Buccaneer Club. Great steaks, delicious seafood, and that beautiful view of Sapelo and the marsh. Now you can get that same great seafood without having to drive to the coast. Now open, the Buccaneer Club in Jesup at the intersection of Pine and Cherry next to McDonald's. All your favorites from the coast right here at home. Now open in Jesup, the Buccaneer Club. Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by Georgia Dermatology, Dr. Michael Sharkey and Heather Neesmith, the Connor Law Group, and Lightsy's Body Shop.
You got the Reddish kid in the block, Walker Reddish, the junior.
Some big kids out there.
Dylan Leach, big offensive line. And Tranquil Holloway going to be the quarterback from the Wildcat formation. So Holloway going to go from the Wildcat. We saw this earlier this season. He scored from 3 yards out and a touchdown against Appling County on that first drive of 7 yards. 3rd and goal from the 1. Holloway direct snap. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown, Tranquil Holloway. Jackets go up 13-6, 7-12 left to go in the ball game. Big touchdown for the Yellow Jackets. And that might just do it for the Yellow Jackets. 13-6, 7-12 left. 4th quarter action. Austin Cruz for the PAT. Seth Clary to hold. Tranquil Holloway with the 1-yard touchdown run. Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is no good. He missed it. It remains a 7-point game. Wayne 13, Statesboro 6. Back with the kick in 30 seconds.
Vans Auto Mart in Jesup invites everyone to come out to Vans Auto Mart on the Savannah Highway and shop for a vehicle today. James Van sells quality cars at low prices, and you can buy here and pay here with financing with the local credit unions. No matter what the make, what the model, Vans Auto Mart has the vehicle that fits your needs. In the market for a vehicle? Do yourself a favor and stop by and see James Van and the gang today at Vans Auto Mart, 2030 at the Savannah Highway, or give them a call at 530-7665. Vans Auto Mart in Jesup, where James Van is the man.
Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce, your Sears hometown store, and Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance.
Here's the kick. High kick. Statesboro going to field at the 15. Lanier at the 20. Lanier at the 25. Lanier up to the 30-yard line. Flags come flying everywhere.
Tackled by number 34, Bob Gant Starling, a freshman down there again on special teams, doing a nice job. Also assisted number 19, J.P. Fountain.
See where the penalty comes in. Looks like it's going to be against the Blue Devils, which is good news for Wayne County. That's a crucial missed PAT on the point at the touchdown, though. Keeps it a 7-point game and plenty of time. 7 minutes to go here for the Blue Devils. And we'll see what kind of strategy Coach Pennington, again, the only success they've had tonight has been in the air.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, they've had a few sweeps that have gone for 4 or 5 yards, but not much. So we'll see if they just turn Holloman loose here as they start 1st and 10 back at the 15-yard line. Not sure what the penalty was. I think it was a push in the back.
In the back, yeah.
So they start deep in their own end, their own 15-yard line. 1st and 10, 7:04 left to go in the game. And the quarterback's just going to run a quarterback draw, and he's going nowhere. And Wayne County set the ball. Yellow Jackets, do they got it? They do. Wayne County's Isaiah Kincaid. I believe he's got the ball. Is that Wyatt? Wyatt has got it. Wayne County's got it. And again, deep in Statesboro territory, they're going to mark it at the 10-yard line. Big turnover by the Blue Devils. Wayne County, nope, now they're saying Statesboro ball. They're saying it's Statesboro's ball, Joe.
Oh, no. Come on. Now they changed it. Wait. It wasn't. Who's on first? What are they doing? What are they doing?
The guy in the white hat came in and said it was Statesboro's ball, but he's got overruled, and it's Wayne County's football at the 10-yard line.
God almighty.
Another big turnover by the defense. Again, they continue to put our offense in great shape. 6:34 left to go in the game, and Wayne County's knocking at the door with a 7-point advantage. And number 11, Nolan Grooms, comes in. And Statesboro coach is still out there arguing with the man in the white hat who said it was their ball. But again, he was overruled.
What a mess.
Kind of like Roger Goodell, overruled. 6:34, deflate gate still going, but Tom Brady wins his appeal. Nolan gives up the middle to Tyler Jenkins. Tyler fighting his way down to the 2-yard line. Wayne County second and goal from the 2. 6:23 left to go in the game, up by a touchdown, 13-6. Hurry up offense for Wayne County. Tyler Jenkins, Nolan Grooms, Statesboro trying to get set. And again, is there a whistle? What's going on here? Penalty flag. Okay, I see a penalty flag on the far side.
The ref's got to get control.
Illegal procedure against Wayne County.
Quick final, Bob. Tatnall 34, Beach 6.
Beach is still Beach. They love basketball. 6:09, 13-6. They probably got the basketballs out already at Beach. 13-6, 6:09 to go. Second and goal from the 7. Second and goal from the 7. Nolan Grooms, the quarterback. Takes the snap, looks, pump face, going to the corner for Jackson. Jackson up. Wow. Touchdown, Trent Jackson.
6'3", 5'8", Bob.
Grooms to Jackson. A combination you're going to hear a lot in the next couple of years. Time on the clock, 6:03. Wayne County builds the lead to 19-6. Oh, how sweet it is. A big touchdown by the freshman Nolan Grooms to Jackson from 7 yards out for the strike. Comes with 6:03, quarter number 4. Austin Cruz for the PAT to make it a 20-6 game. Snap down, kick is up. The kick is good. Wayne 20, Statesboro 6. Back with the kick in 30 seconds.
Is your checking account broke? These days, every little bit helps. So if you can eliminate monthly checking charges, why wouldn't you? At Interstate Credit Union, we'll help you afford everyday living with our low to no-cost products and services. Call 800-822-1124 or go online at iufcu.org to find out how to make checking work for you at Interstate Credit Union. Branches in Jesup, Baxley, Midway, and Hazelhurst. Federally insured by NCUA.
Wayne County football on WIFO. Brought to you by First Southern Bank, Anytime Fitness, Miles Tractor, and Ed Exley's Farmers and Gardeners Supply.
Wayne County 20, Statesboro 6 with just 6 minutes and 3 seconds on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Statesboro is really going to have to get going if they're going to get back in this game. Good kick by Wayne County. He's going to roll into the end zone, 1st and 10 to the 20 for the Blue Devils. Good job by Gage Browning. So here we go, Joe. Jagged defense has come up with 2 big turnovers deep in Statesboro territory. Wayne County's turned both into touchdowns. A 6-yard run by Seth Clary. A 7-yard touchdown pass by Nolan Grooms to Trent Jackson.
Quick score, Liberty, Sir Richard LeCount, 33. McIntosh, nothing. Final. I'll give McIntosh this, small AA school. They play everybody they can to warm up. They play all the bigger schools.
1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. 6:03 left to go in the game. 20-6 your score. And they're still sticking that sweep body right to the left, and it's going absolutely nowhere again as the defense just shuts it down. As everybody's over there, about 4 or 5 Yellow Jacket defenders just push him out of bounds.
You better would have called who wasn't over there.
Good pursuit by the Jacket defense. While Statesboro continues to try that play, I have no idea. You think the offensive coordinator just say, it's not working, let's do something else, but they continue to run it.
They've had some success throwing the football, Bob.
I'm content on letting them run that play. 5:55 and counting. 20-6 Wayne County. 2nd down and 10. Holloman, the quarterback. Gonna throw it And it's going to be for a 5-yard gain to the 25. Clock runs at 5:49 and counting. Not much there. Samad Foster, who makes the catch for the Blue Devils, sets up 3rd and 5. Clock runs under 5:37 and counting for Wayne County. It's a 2-1 start here on the first of the season. Again, 4 games at home. The next one next Friday night with Oakleaf High School rolling in. And the first road trip to Camden County. 3rd and 5. Holloman again with a pass complete. Got Lanier, and a big hit again by Jeremiah Littles at the 31-yard line. But it should be good for a 1st and 10. It is. They move the chains and stop the clock at 5:18. 20-6 your score. Yellow Jackets lead it. And again, they're just dinking and dunking now for a couple yards, and Wayne County's content to just let that clock run here with a 2-touchdown lead. Clock runs close to the 5-minute mark now. 20-6 your score, Wayne County. Again, Xavier Holloman, the quarterback for Statesboro. Pump fakes, looks, got a man on the sidelines, gets it up to the 41-yard line, fumbles the ball, but out of bounds. It remains Statesboro's ball. They're going to call it a catch, I do believe.
Yeah,
Up to the 41-yard line, and could be another 1st and 10 Statesboro.
Wayne County's laying the lumber here, Bob. There's been some big hits here.
4:40 and the clock running as they're shy of the first down mark. So the clock's down near the 4.5-minute mark. 20-6 your score. Wayne County, as that sweet clock ticks away here towards victory for Wayne County. 20-6. Holloman gives to Lanier. Lanier going right, cuts it inside and gets up near the 45, up to the 46, 47-yard line, has a 1st and 10 Statesboro. They will stop the clock, move the chains. The clock's at 4:16 left here in the ball game.
Another final from over in Brunswick. Camden County is going to hold on to a 24-14 victory over Glen Academy.
1st and 10, 4:09, 4:08 to go in the ball game. Wayne leads it. And they run up the gut, nothing there. Couple yards up the midfield, clock at 3:55 and counting in Wayne County, winding it down here towards victory, going to 2-1 and get ready for Oakleaf High School. Want to see a good football team be here next Friday night at JC Stadium. We saw a lot of talent on the field last year from Oakleaf.
And they're all coming back.
Yep. And
one of the top 10 teams in the entire state of Florida, Bob.
Good football team. 3:37 counting, 20-6. Wayne leads it here. Holloman, the quarterback. Another sweep to the left side and trying to find the corner, can't get there because number 20's got him wrapped up. And that is, again, Kevin Wyatt, the junior. Brings up a 3rd and long, clock at 3:15 and counting as Wayne County's winding it down here with a victory, the 4th straight time we're going to knock off the Blue Devils football team. That is a historic mile mark. I'm telling you, that's hard to do. Not many people beat Statesboro 4 years in a row, Joe.
Yes, 4 years in a row, sure have.
3-minute mark, 20-6. 3rd and 7 for Holloman. Holloman gives up the middle, and he's going for a couple yards. Still, now he breaks a tackle. We let him go, and he may have the 1st and 10. Why did we let him go?
Just breaking tackles. That's one thing I've seen tonight that we haven't seen so far this year, Bob. Wayne County's breaking a lot of tackles on our defense here. We've seen none of that.
We had him wrapped up, and we just let him go. He kept turning his legs. Yeah, 1st and 10 down to the 43. It looked like he wasn't going to get anything. He got about a 9-yard gain. Stops the clock. 2:48 to go. The ball down to 42, Wayne County.
Tatnall beat Beach, Bob, 34-6. That did go final.
2:48 left. 20-6, Wayne County. Holloman in the shotgun. 3 receivers in the formation. Lanier going to take it. Again, a sweep to the right side, trying to get to the corner. Not going to get there. Wayne County's out there to knock him down. Isaiah Kincaid, number 30, makes the tackle in open field. Clock runs at 2:35 left and counting. Wayne 20, Statesboro 6. Yellow Jackets going to 2-1, and the Blue Devils going to 0-2. It could be in for another long season at Statesboro High School. 2:18, 2:17. They're not really in a hurry up.
No.
They look like they're ready to pack it in and go back to the borough. 2:10, 2:09, 20-6. As you mentioned, Joe, there's some hard hits taking place out there. Holland back to pass over the middle, intercepted. That's Wyatt. He's got it still on his feet, and he's going to be tackled back at the 28-yard line, but he's got another pick. Kevin White, the defensive back junior. Another turnover by this Yellow Jacket defense. 2 fumble recoveries, an interception, and the defense continues to turn it over for our offense, Joe.
Wow.
And again, the question at the beginning of the year, how good can the defense be? The answer, very, very good.
Kevin White, Bob's so active on that defense. Junior, free safety, missed all of last year with a knee injury, but had a big year, started as a true freshman.
While the fans heading out now with a big lead. Walker Reddish in for the Yellow Jackets at quarterback. And he's going to keep it and run and get to the 35, still on his feet, gets to the 40, still on his feet up to the 44-yard line, and a 1st and 10, Walker Reddish 13-yard pickup. 1:47 to go. A nice run by the junior for Wayne County. 20-6, Yellow Jackets. Can they get another score with 1:47 to go here? Clock's running. Just content on running the clock and running the ball. But again, with runs like that, who knows? You might break one. 1:35 and counting. 20-6, Wayne County. Yellow Jackets winding it down here. 1.5 minutes to go. Walker raising a shotgun. Walker going to give up the middle. Big hole for Tyler Jenkins up near the 48, 49-yard line. Clock under 1:20 and counting. Again, if you're driving home, drive home safely. Check out the Georgia Southern game tomorrow night on Big Dog Country FM 105 at West Virginia, taking on the Mountaineers. Again, Georgia Southern has been known to go into places and pull big upsets. And they pull one at Morgantown. We'll find out tomorrow night. Georgia at home against Louisiana Monroe, and Grayson Lambert gets the start at UGA. Clock under 1 minute. 2nd down. Walker Reddish in a shotgun. The ball at the 49-yard line of Wayne County. 20-6. Wayne County leads it. Walker Reddish again going to keep it. And Walker's going to be tackled back at the 48-yard line, and that is going to be close to the final play of the game. I think we're going to snap it one final time. Clock's at 35 seconds. 20-6 Wayne County. And the Yellow Jackets are going to go to 2-1. Stay tuned for the Country Financial post-game show that comes your way next. Sponsored by Sean O'Quinn, your Country Financial agent. And then the Tommy Palmer High School scoreboard show. We got the players of the game coming up and comments by Coach Jody Grooms. Clock down to 15 seconds. Going to again have to snap it one final time here, Joe. But 2-1, a good start to the home season.
Good start. Now 2 big-time games next 2 weeks, Oakley, and then the trip down to Camden.
And again, Walker's going to keep it. Walker's going to go down to midfield, and that's going to be your ball game. Final score reads Wayne 20, Statesboro 6, a winner chicken dinner for the 2nd straight weekend at JC Stadium. Jackets 20, Blue Devils 6. Back to wrap it up after the timeout.
Stop by your neighborhood Sears Hometown store today and check out their expanded tool section with over $40,000 of additional tools. Your Sears Hometown store wants to be your home for America's #1 tool, Craftsman. They've added to their selection more sockets, wrenches, power tools, screwdrivers, air tools, innovative tools, and much, much more. And of course, Craftsman hand tools have that always trusted lifetime warranty. So the place for the best selection and lowest prices on Craftsman tools is your Sears Hometown store in Jesup. Check it out today.
That's your Sears Hometown store.
The excitement is in the air. School bells are ringing, whistles are blowing, and the Jackets are preparing to make a run at the state title. Here at Wayne County Farm Bureau, the excitement is contagious. We're offering great insurance rates with the hometown service you deserve. Your well-being is our top priority. Come in today and have Ricky Stringer, Scott Maddox, Dustin Dunham, or Miles Feltman conduct an insurance review and needs analysis for your family's peace of mind. We can be reached at 1322 West Orange Street or by phone at 427-9312.
Football season is back, and the Yellow Jackets are taking the field for another action-packed season. This is Lynn Lewis with First Southern Bank. We understand in today's fast-paced world, everyone seems to want all the convenience of big bank technology, but still want the personal attention that comes with the local bank. At First Southern, we can provide you with the technology and personal service that you've been looking for. With the newest mobile banking apps and online services, managing your money has never been easier. Give us a call at 588-1010 or stop by and see us at 927 South First Street in Jesup or one of our other locations in Waycross or Patterson. First Southern Bank, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Looking for a utility tractor? The T-Max and X60 series tractors from McCormick were designed with flexibility in mind. With a choice of 8 transmissions, all being synchro shuttle or power shuttle, McCormick's T-Max and X60 series tractors have the power and flexibility to adapt to numerous tasks on the farm. Ideal for light tillage, baling hay, and loader work, these heavy-duty 83 to 112 horsepower tractors are the perfect utility tractor for all your general farming needs. Right now, get special financing from Miles Tractor Company on Highway US 1 North in Baxley. McCormick, whatever the need, we have a tractor for that.
For all your lawn and gardening needs, visit the experts at Farmers and Gardener Supply in Jesup. Warm weather is here, and now is the time to get to Farmers and Gardener Supply and let Ed help you get what you need to make your yard the best-looking yard on the block this year. Farmers and Gardeners is also a Fertilome and high-yield dealer and carries Eukanuba dog food. Farmers and Gardener Supply, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 until 6, and Saturday, 7:30 until 4. Farmers and Gardener Supply, 547 Southwest Broad Street in Jesup.
Hello, my name is Chad Neesmith from Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup. At Neesmith, we have the biggest inventory of new and used vehicles around. We also have the best prices guaranteed. We know everyone wants the best vehicle at the best price. At Neesmith, we'll give you just that. We sell all makes and models from Lexuses, Nissans, BMWs, and of course all GM and domestic cars too. Best of all, if we don't have the vehicle on the lot you want, we can get it for you in just a day or two, tops. All we ask at Neesmith is before you buy to give us a chance to save you some money. We will have the best prices and give you the most for your trade guaranteed. So don't pay too much. Come and see us today and let us show you how we can get you into the vehicle you want at the lowest price, guaranteed. Only at Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup on Highway 341 towards New Brunswick. Or visit us online at neesmithnow.com. That's neesmithnow.com or at 912-427-2045. There ain't nothing wrong with the right price.
Wayne 20, Statesboro 6, a winner chicken dinner for the second straight weekend at JC Stadium. Wayne County 20, Statesboro 6. Welcome to the Country Financial postgame show, sponsored by Sean O'Quinn, your Country Financial agent. Again, scoring summary, again, 0-0 at halftime. Not much going on except for a punting exhibition by Wayne County's Browning and Statesboro Miller, but Wayne County in the third quarter finally got the ball moving. Again, a rotated quarterback, Seth Clary and Nolan Groom. Seth Clary able to take it in from 6 yards out, and Wayne County got the early lead, 5:25 third quarter. PAT good, and Wayne County led it by a score of 7-zip. Statesboro, their credit, comes right back. Early fourth quarter, 11:48 to go. Holloman with a 1-yard touchdown run, but they missed the PAT, and it was 7-6, and we thought it might be deja vu for a couple of years ago when Wayne County won that game 7-6 at Statesboro. But Wayne County comes back with Tranquil Holloway. Again, the sophomore running back from the Wildcat formation takes it in from 1 yard out with 7:12 to go in the ball game. But we missed the PAT. It remains 13-6, but another big turnover on a fumble recovery by the Wayne County defense. Then they had 3 big turnovers, 2 fumble recoveries and an interception. And then Nolan Grooms to Trent Jackson from 7 yards out in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, PAT good, and Wayne County wins it by a final of 20-6. The touchdown comes with 6:03 to go in the ball game. Wayne County able to run out the clock the remainder of the game and get out of here with a 2-1 record and win for the 4th straight year against the Statesboro Blue Devils. We'll be back with more of the postgame show. We'll do it right after the timeout.
It's Friday night, and all
your anytime.
When my 5-year-old dusted me in a race to the end of the block.
When my pints start turning into pounds.
When divorce closed one chapter of my life, but opened another.
Whenever you're ready, our door is always open at Anytime Fitness, and you'll always find the right tools and encouragement to keep you on track. Anytime Fitness. Get to a healthier place.
Anytime Fitness on South 1st Street in Jesup.
Hi, I'm Creslin Odom, daughter of Wade and Lynette Odom. I am a hometown girl, born and raised in Wayne County. My optometry office, 007 Eyes, is located in the old Winn-Dixie Shopping Center. I specialize in primary eye care and myopia control for children and adults. I'm also able to make most single vision glasses the same day. So come see me, Creslin Odom, and the 007 Eye Girls, or call 380-8007. That's 380-8007 to schedule your next comprehensive eye exam.
Hi, this is Ron Sluter. Are you looking to buy a new home, build your own personal home, or even refinance your existing home? I would like to introduce you to a new way of mortgage lending. Silverton Mortgage is a lender, not a broker, who funds, underwrites, and personally prepares your closing transaction, ensuring fast turnaround times and very low closing costs. No hidden costs, no hidden fees, no surprises. That's what separates Silverton Mortgage from the rest. If I can help you in any way with your purchase, construction, or refinance of a home, please give me, Ron Sluter, a call at 912-294-7609. NMLS number 917858, Georgia license number 35037.
Does your car or truck need a paint job or body repair? Call the experts at Lightsey's Body Shop. We are family owned and operated since 1978. Lightsey's Body Shop is one of the oldest and most reliable body shops in Wayne County. My staff and I are knowledgeable, courteous, and professional and can handle all your insurance needs. After an accident, the last thing you need is to deal with the insurance adjusters and the paperwork that is involved. Let us, the professionals at Lightsey's Body Shop, deal with the stress. And remember, you only need one estimate. We want you to know it's your vehicle and your choice who repairs it. Located on Rainier Road, just past the new Dollar General. Call us at 385-6193. That's 385-6193 for all your body shop needs. That's 385-6193. Come see me, Kelly Lightsey, at Lightsey's Body Shop on Rainier Road in Jesup.
When you purchase a used vehicle, you want to make sure it's dependable. So you need to make sure you buy it from this area's dependable used car dealership, Billy Popple Car Sales. For about 4 decades, people just like you have been buying their used vehicles from Billy Popple. At Billy Popple, you always get a good deal, but you receive so much more. Peace of mind. Take the worry out of buying a used car, truck, or SUV. Go to Billy Popple Car Sales, located at the intersection of Highway 341 and Sunset Boulevard in Jesup.
Building a winning team. That's what Coach Grooms and his staff strive for each day. Like our football team, Wayne Memorial Hospital builds its team each day by delivering world-class health care to its patients and community. As the Georgia Alliance of Community Hospitals Small Hospital of the Year and a Georgia Hospital Association Presidential Honor Roll winner, we are proud of our team and even prouder to be the official health care provider of the Yellow Jackets, Wayne Memorial Hospital, caring for the community.
Second and goal from the 7. Nolan Grooms, the quarterback. Takes the snap, looks, pump fakes, going to the corner for Jackson. Jackson up. Touchdown, Trent Jackson with 3. And again, that was the touchdown pass from Nolan Grooms to Trent Jackson, the corner of the end zone. Again, Wayne County wins it 20-6. Coach Jody Grooms joins us on the Country Financial postgame show. And, Coach, first of all, congrats on beating Statesboro Blue Devils 4 years in a row. Your senior class can go to graduation knowing that the Blue Devils never beat us. That's impressive. Not many classes can say that about Statesboro High School.
Yeah, and it's become a good rival game for us, and we enjoy playing those guys. Coach Pennington does a good job as far as they play the game the right way. They're going to play hard and they're going to get after you, but it's a football game, and it's not a MMA contest out there with those guys. So we really enjoyed playing those guys, and it was a big win. Real happy for our seniors. A lot of hard licks on both sides. A really hard-hitting game in the first half. The punters stole the show in the first half. All it was punt, punt, punt. But, again, both did a good job, but it looked like neither team on offense could get anything clicking. We shot ourselves in the foot so many times in the first half. missed assignment here, missed assignment there, missed alignment here. We had a big play, probably about a 40-yard play down the middle of the field, would have changed the field position, and we had a misalignment by formation, didn't line up correctly. So we just kept making mistakes, shooting ourselves in the foot, and that was the thing we talked about at halftime. Just tried to calm them, calm the coaches, to keep everybody calm. Everything that could have gone bad for us in the first half did. And we found a way to come back out the second half and put together a few good drives and get some points on the board.
Yeah, definitely. The third quarter got a drive, nice drive, capped off by Seth Clary's 6-yard touchdown run. Statesboro comes right back and gets back in the game. But again, Wayne County able to put 2 final touchdowns. Tranquil Holloway from 1 yard out, and then a nice touchdown pass, which we just heard. Nolan Grooms at the corner to Trent and Jackson. Again, Jackson looks like he's a mismatch for a lot of defensive backs. Looks like we exploited that a little bit tonight.
He can be at times. He really can. He's still, still learning to be aggressive, still learning to attack the football. But the catch he made down there in the corner, that's the kind of plays he's capable of doing. And that was the kind of receiver that we felt like we have in Trenton. And, he went up, got the ball at his highest point. A play he was covered at, and he just went up and took the football. And so that's the kind of plays that we expect Trenton to make. And I think you're going to see a lot of over the years. Sometimes we forget he's just 10th grader.
Right. So that's a combination we'll hear a lot of in the next couple of years.
Real proud of Jackson. Right. Real proud of him. Real proud of Seth Clary. Seth Clary played well tonight. He played one of the best football games he's played since he's been here. Keeping his composure, made a big threw a big slant route to Trent over the middle one time, and the 6-yard touchdown run, the big run on the counter, he nearly broke, slipped, and fell. Nearly scored on that. So real proud of him. He was very steady. That senior, that's that 4 years of experience behind him there, able to come in a pretty sticky situation and get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, and we mentioned the running game. Looked like we got some success tonight in the running game. Cameron Paget, the center, looked like he really opened up some nice holes at times. So again, several times we called his name where he just threw a key block and opened up a big hole. If it was for Jenkins, it was for Holloway or for Seth or even for Nolan. Again, it looked like the running game picked up a little bit with the offensive line.
3rd and 17, score 7-6. Maybe it's 3rd and 20. We're back
3rd and 20, get 21 yards from Holloway.
Yeah, we run a trap, which is something that, our kids knew that's what we're going to. We didn't have the 2 plays that we could work, that we could run in that situation. So they felt like it was going to be a trap. Trinko made a great run, made a couple kids miss, run through a couple tackles, gets 21 yards. Nolan has a couple 10-yard runs. Seth comes in with a couple things. And so that was a huge drive. And, I think that kind of took a little bit of wind out of them, after they come back the way they did. They put together an impressive 74-yard drive, and then we come back and score. I think that knocked them on the heels again.
Again, get out here the 26th win. Again, go to 2-1 in the early part of the season, and now 2 really tough games in the non-region schedule. Oakleaf High School, we saw how talented they were last year coming in Friday night, and then we make a big trip to Canton the week after that. And then after that, we'll get into the region schedule.
Well, don't forget Benedictine. They're in there too.
I think we play a region game before they come into town.
So we got, we're going to be sitting here and playing some big boy football. That's what it is every week for us. Where we're located in our non-region schedule. We had to partner up some 5A, 6A, 7A school out of Jacksonville coming up here next week. I think they only won 11 or 12 games last year. So, they're a pretty good football program. Real excited about them coming up here on 9/11. I know their band have a special night planned for our fans, and we're really excited about it.
Okay, Coach. Well, again, congratulations on the big win, 20-6. Again, 4th straight year against the Statesboro Blue Devils, and we'll see you Tuesday at the Touchdown Club this week.
Thank you, Bob.
We'll be back with the offensive and defensive plays of the game. We'll do it right after this timeout.
At Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, the Give Me What You Got free sale is going full blast. Business is great. We're selling new Fords like never before. The best sales team around, Timmy Roser, Carlos Rollerson, Gerald Stone, Bart Duncan, Joey Lee, and Andrew Cuneo are ready to deal your way. We are breaking records selling new Fords at Mike Birch Ford. Rebates are big and free 0% for up to 72 months if you prefer. All this added to Mike Birch Ford discounts means great deals for you. The last 10 days of August is your chance to give me what you got free, so stop the search and come to Mike Birch Ford, the house good service built. No pressure, no sales gimmicks, just good old-fashioned car trading. We'll treat you so good you'll send your friends and family to see us. I'm talking about the Give Me What You Got free sale at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. This is Sammy Dixon saying thank you. Thank you very much for your business. Remember, the new Ford F-150s are selling fast, so bring your trade and let's do business. You'll be glad you did.
It's time to get your taste buds in gear and racing to Damon's for great food. The name says fingers and wings, but you'll be blown away by crisp, fresh salads, handcrafted cooked-to-order burgers, fried mushrooms, quesadillas with homemade salsa, mucho chicken nachos, and the Baja burrito and homemade queso dip. As always, Monday through Friday lunch specials featuring the piping hot baked potato and grilled fingers. Having a party? Let Damon's do the cooking and provide the party room. Get it wild, mild, inferno, or insane. Call ahead or join the crowd at Damon's in Jesup, 588-9464. That's 588-WING.
This is your Sheriff, John Carter. Wish the Jackets the best of luck this football season. Also, I congratulate our band, our cheerleaders, and our Lady Jackets for their strong work ethic and dedication. I hope this season is full of success and a lot of wins. But win or lose, always remember that Wayne County supports your efforts and commitment. Sting 'em Jackets all season long. This is your Sheriff, John Carter, proudly serving our community.
Big G, little O, go Jackets go. Big G, little O, go Jackets go. The Wayne County Chamber of Commerce is a membership organization which promotes businesses. The Chamber and its members congratulate the Wayne County school system on all of its accomplishments. We proudly cheer for the Wayne County Yellow Jackets and wish them much success for this year. Big G, little O, go Jackets go.
Is it the same old routine for lunch? Yes! You pay close to $10 for a burger or a taco you really don't want. Well, stop it. Eat a wholesome meal for a change from Sybil's Family Restaurant in Jesup. Sybil's Lunch Buffet. Everything from entrees and veggies to a DIY salad. Real food, good food, fresh food, healthy food. Sybil's Family Restaurant open for breakfast at 6 and then the lunch and dinner buffets. Friday nights, it's the seafood buffet. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? It is. Make Sybil's Family Restaurant in Jesup a part of your day today. North 1st Street in Jesup.
Hi, I'm Andy Price, daughter of Katie Mallard and Philip Price. And I'm Hannah Paul, daughter of David and Christine Paul. We are so excited to be Dr. Kreslin Odom's iGirl interns and bring the iGirls experience to Wayne County. So if you're looking for something different, call 380-8007, text 478-227-6393, email info@igirls.net, or drop by 007 Eyes, located in the old Winn-Dixie Shopping Center, to join our iGirls family. The iGirls experience is a lot different, and that's how we like it.
Welcome back to the Country Financial Postgame Show, brought to you by Sean O'Quinn, your Country Financial representative.
26-year final. Wayne County wins it here tonight at JC Stadium. Again, time now for the Wayne Memorial Hospital offensive and defensive players of the game. Defensively, pretty simple choice. Again, Wayne County has some big hits all night long, and you hear the oohs and ahs all the way up here in the press box with number 2, Jeremiah Little, would light up their running back. But again, he had a big night, caused a couple fumbles, had a fumble recovery. So number 2, Jeremiah Little, is our defensive player of the game by Wayne Memorial Hospital. And offensively, we could have went a lot of different ways, but again, Coach Groom just mentioned on Coach Show, Seth Cleary, the senior, did a good job, started the game, got some big runs, directed some nice drives, got in the end zone from 6 yards out for a touchdown. So our senior quarterback, Seth Cleary, is your Wayne Memorial Hospital offensive player of the game. Again, we'll be back next week, Friday night, when Oakleaf High School rolls into town. And again, I said it before, I'll say it again, if you want to see a good high school football team from the state of Florida, be here Friday night at JC Stadium. We saw them last year down there at Oakleaf. They're very hospitable, very nice people. Yes. A very good program, very nice school, but again, they'll bring a very talented team to the JC Stadium on Friday night. Then after that, it's the first road trip of the year down to Camden County. We survived tonight and beat Glenn Academy at Glenn 24-14.
And it was interesting, Coach said about Benedictine, that's the number 1 ranked team in AA.
Right. It's a big weekend tomorrow again. Still excited about Grayson Lambert getting a start at UGA. Again, also don't forget Glenn Welsh will see some playing time at fullback. So you could see 2 Wayne County kids in that backfield at Georgia at the same time. That's never happened in the history of Wayne County. So again, and Grayson Lambert, the first Wayne County player ever to start at quarterback at the University of Georgia. So that's an historic day. Again, still got some other players all around the country playing. Again, we mentioned Malik Jackson at Florida State should see some playing time. Jeremy Patterson will see some playing time for Wisconsin against Sanders. Will make the trip, but again, had a concussion this week in practice, won't be able to play. Again, Michael Paul Rainwater with Mercer tomorrow, and the list goes on and on. And again, Trey Jackson Thursday night when New England plays Pittsburgh on national TV is one of
Bob, what you going to do, Bob? You going to root for Trey? You going to root for the Steelers, Bob? Ooh, put you on the spot there, buddy.
I'm going to pull for my Steelers and pull for Trey at the same time. How about that? I just don't want to give him any sacks.
Politically correct.
Yeah, just have Brady throw interceptions. That's all.
Donald Trump on you. You're being too politically correct.
I can't pull against these Wayne County kids, but I mean that's just a great story. And look, we're pulling for T.Y. McGill.
He's close.
Coach Groom says we'll find out tomorrow if he makes that roster of Seattle. So we got our fingers crossed, say a prayer for him. And if he doesn't make the roster, most likely they'll keep him on that practice squad. But again, if he makes the squad, it's just a truly great story for free agent signee. Get one call from Seattle, and as you mentioned, one of the most prolific defenses of the last 2 years, Seattle Seahawks. Been to Super Bowl the last 2 years, 1-1. So again, we wish him the best of luck. But it's just going to be a great weekend. Enjoy the weekend. Don't forget tomorrow night we got the Georgia Southern game at West Virginia. Mountaineers a heavy favorite, but again, Georgia Southern's been known to go in and give teams trouble. Beat Florida down in Gainesville a couple of years ago, and so again, Georgia Southern, a very formidable opponent tomorrow. We'll have that game tomorrow night on Big Dog Country FM 105.5. That's going to do it for the broadcast. Thanks to Joe. Thanks to John for back in the studios. Thanks to our listeners in Japan and Argentina tonight. Hope the mayor and them make a safe trip back to Jesup. That's going to do it for the broadcast. So long, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Dr. Michael Sharkey, a board-certified dermatologist and Mohs surgeon specializing in skin cancer, and Mrs. Heather Neesmith, physician assistant, are welcoming new patients for all your skin needs. Georgia Dermatology is a general and surgical dermatology practice specializing in the treatment of all types of skin disorders, removal of skin cancer, and Mohs skin cancer surgery. Call today at 427-4267 to set up your appointment with Georgia's premier dermatology and skin cancer specialist, Georgia Dermatology and Skin Cancer Center, with offices in Jesup, Blackshear, and Waycross, or visit them at gadurham.com.
As Farm Credit nears its 100th year of financing rural America, the Jesup office of Ag South Farm Credit would like to thank our farmers and rural customers for making us the strongest agricultural lending cooperative in the area. With more than 20 years experience and expertise in agricultural lending, Stacy Nobles understands your needs. Let him show you the benefits of doing business the cooperative way. Call Stacy at 912-530-7777. That's 912-530-7777. Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 889147.
I'm Mike Connor, managing partner of the Connor Law Group. I'm not an actor or a spokesperson. I'm a real lawyer who represents real people injured in automobile accidents. The Connor Law Group has been named one of America's best law firms by U.S. News & World Report, and we've been included among Georgia's top personal injury attorneys and super lawyers in Georgia Trend Magazine. We've obtained millions of dollars for injury victims in South Georgia. If you or someone you know is injured in a car accident, go to MikeConnor.com to find out why the Connor Law Group is the right choice for all the right reasons.
For years, there's been one name in seafood that everybody knows, the Buccaneer Club. Great steaks, delicious seafood, and that beautiful view of Sapelo and the marsh. Now you can get that same great seafood without having to drive to the coast. Now open, the Buccaneer Club in Jesup, at the intersection of Pine and Cherry next to McDonald's. All your favorites from the coast right here at home. Now open in Jesup, the Buccaneer Club.
If you're looking for a bargain on guns, case knives, or jewelry, then look no further than Eagle Pawn Shop, located on the Savannah Highway. Stop by or give them a call at 530-7666. Eagle's Pawn Shop has all the types of items for sale, including videos, fishing rods, golf clubs, but it specializes in gold, guns, and jewelry. Has great prices for those bargain hunters. When you're ready to deal and looking for a deal, look no further than Eagle's Pawn Shop on the Savannah Highway. Eagle's Pawn Shop's owner is James Van. He's ready to wheel and deal and make you an offer you can't refuse. Eagle's Pawn Shop, again, located at 1900 Savannah Highway. Stop by and see the man, James Van, today.
You've been listening to Wayne County Football with Bob Morgan and Joe Arani. Brought to you by the Buccaneer Restaurant, Wayne County Sheriff John Carter, Billy Popple Car Sales, Wayne Memorial Hospital, Dr. Thomas Chassé, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, Neesmith Chevrolet, Sybil's Family Restaurant, Georgia Dermatology, Dr. Michael Sharkey and Heather Neesmith, Van's Auto Mart, Eagle Paw, 007 Eyes, the Connor Law Group, the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce, Lightsey's Body Shop, your Sears Hometown Store, Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, Miles Tractor Company, and Exley's Farmers and Gardener Supply, the Interstate Credit Union, Anytime Fitness, Ag South Farm Credit, First Southern Bank, and Silverton Mortgage.